It's Tuesday, December 9th.
There will likely be different levels of return depending on seniority, depending on role, and obviously depending on capacity.
More questions from the public service as Prime Minister Mark Carney makes new comments about a leaked return to office plan for federal government workers.
A carbon monoxide leak at TD Place forces the Ottawa Charge to cancel their practice. The latest on the repairs at the arena.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
And the Ottawa Senators paid a special visit to Chio yesterday, spreading a bit of Christmas cheer. Your Morning Ottawa starts right now.
Good morning, come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm Will Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb. Always nice to see the Sens singing a little Christmas cheer to start off your morning.
They seem like they're sort of like, they're into it, but they're kind of like, are you going to sing louder? Are you going to sing louder? Okay, we'll both kind of sing. We'll all sing at that same tone there. That was real cute, though. That's nice of them.
The camaraderie comes together, but yeah, maybe the octaves go up a little bit as the song progresses on. We'll have to wait and see. We'll get right to our news headlines, and there is more uncertainty for federal public servants in the capital, with many already concerned about upcoming layoffs. The Prime Minister now says that the hybrid work model could come to an end.
There will likely be different levels of return depending on seniority, depending on role, and obviously depending on capacity.
Last week, reports came out that the Treasury Board is considering a full-time return to the office starting in January. Since then, unions say that they have been trying to get answers from the government, but none is available.
Why would this not be first introduced with a conversation with your own employees or the staff unions that represent them? Why is it being done at a private business event? That makes no sense unless it's politically motivated.
Workers say there are already issues with office space, with employees being shuffled around from one workstation to another, leading to questions about how the government will even be able to accommodate a full-time return to work in person.
An Ottawa man says he was embarrassed and humiliated after he was accused of shoplifting at a local Farm Boy store. Shady Zekri believes a bulge from a hernia drew attention, but wonders if other factors were at play.
I think it was a combination of they saw the bulge, so they assumed there was something there. Saw the bulge, saw my skin color, saw the way I was dressed.
Zekri says he entered the train yard's location last month, but was stopped by two employees when he went to leave. At the time, Zekri had a large bulge from a hernia that has since been removed. He says staff asked what he had under his jacket that he didn't pay for. In a statement, Farm Boy says it's working to address the unfortunate situation directly with Zekri, and that while staff did not request he lift his shirt, his experience did not live up to Farm Boy standards, and we have reinforced the proper protocols with our store team.
When it comes to a new arena at LeBreton Flats, the Sens are about to start lobbying upper levels of government for support. The Sens previously indicated building a new arena at LeBreton Flats could cost up to $1.5 billion. But both Sens owner Michael Anlauer and Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe have said that they don't think the project should cost Ottawa taxpayers money. The Ottawa Sports and Entertainment Group is investigating a carbon monoxide leak at TD Place. The emergency repairs at the arena forced the Ottawa Charge to cancel yesterday's practice. Crews are still working on finding the source of the leak, and we do have no related illnesses that have been reported so far.
You may want to get a good look at the Peace Tower while you still can, because it will soon be covered up. The next phase of the Center Block Rehabilitation Project includes building steel scaffolding around the entire 92-meter tall tower so crews can work on repairing stonework, replacing windows, and restoring sculptures. The steel frame is set to be installed in the spring, with the project set to be complete around 2031. Parts of Japan were rattled by a powerful earthquake, triggering a tsunami, evacuations, and sparking massive fires. The quake struck about 80 kilometers off the coast of Aomori. Around 90,000 people were ordered to evacuate, and waves of up to 70 centimeters were seen in some coastal areas. Fire officials say at least 23 people were injured.
Ottawa police are looking for witnesses after an investigation into criminal harassment in Bell's Corners. Police say since July, posters targeting a female victim have been posted throughout a neighborhood near Moody Drive and Tyrell Place. A search warrant was executed earlier this month, and officers arrested and charged a 46-year-old John Violette. Investigators believe there could be other victims and witnesses and are asking anyone with information to please contact them.
The City of Ottawa and the Ontario government are partnering with Habitat for Humanity to build affordable housing in Nepean. The plan is to build 33 modular homes at 40 Beechcliff Street near the intersection of Woodruff and Knoxdale. The local and provincial governments are investing $10 million in this project. The province says the homes will have 3 to 4 bedrooms and will require no down payment. Mortgage payments will also be geared to household income. Construction is set to begin soon, and families could start moving in as early as 2027.
The Ottawa Senators paid a special visit to Chio, spreading some holiday cheer.
When you see their smile and you're having the conversations that you've had, and you get to learn about what their favorite toy is, their favorite color, or whatever it might be, it's just, it fills your heart and like your soul in such a unmatchable way.
Members of the team sang Jingle Bells to kick things off at the Children's Hospital yesterday. Sparty was also in attendance, too, for the annual visit.
Players spent time with young patients and their families, signed merch, and pose for photos.
So special.
And you heard it from Omar, too, right there, right? Like going there and actually seeing the kids and how excited they would be to see the Sens players, and then singing as well. What a special day.
Yeah.
I love that they do that.
That's the word, they're special.
Yeah.
That event makes each kid feel so special, like they came to see me.
Yeah, and
Very
magical.
nice.
And you know, some of the kids will likely be there over the holiday season and won't be able to get home. So
true.
just to give them something, you know, magical this time of the year is so wonderful.
Because you know they're going to carry that with them through the holidays, into next year and beyond.
And you know they're going to be like, I got a picture with Brady Kachuk, or I got a picture with Spartacus. So, yeah.
So fun.
Absolutely.
How's it looking today for us?
Oh, it's going to look very festive.
Oh, I like the word choice.
Cold today, snowy tomorrow. So we have a little bit of winter weather on the way here for the nation's capital. And yes, another cold start to your morning. By the time we're heading into the end of the work week, we're used to this, right? It's just been so cold the last few weeks. We are sitting at -22 with that wind chill. Feels closer to -25 this morning. So another day, dress warmly before heading outside. And you can see it is cold across the region. Kingston, Trenton, slightly warmer. They're sitting at -14 this morning. So that's where we should be sitting. We should be sitting at around -12 to start off your days. And we're way colder than that to start off your morning. Right now, we're seeing cloudy conditions out there. We will see a mix of sun and cloud throughout most of the day. There is a slim chance that we could see a few scattered flurries kind of off and on into your afternoon, and then snow on the way this evening. It looks like it will start around supper time, sometime around 6-7 p.m. tonight when we are expecting that snow. We could see 2 up to 4 centimeters tonight. Risk of some drizzle in the overnight as well. So we could see some drizzle overnight into your early morning hours. Could still see a little bit of that drizzle, and then we're expecting the real snow to begin tomorrow morning. So your drive into work tomorrow morning will likely be messy, as well as your drive home, as we are expecting about 10 upwards of 15 centimeters of snow tomorrow. So most of the heavy snow will be in the afternoon, making your drive home very, very slick. Still continuing to snow late into the overnight Wednesday. Will then slowly begin to clear up Thursday morning. So we are expecting some messy winter weather on the way tonight, right through into your day tomorrow. Temperatures today, it's going to feel quite balmy out there after what we've dealt with yesterday and into the weekend. -5 is the high. We'll feel closer to -10. So still a little bit below seasonal, but not as cold as we have seen over the last few weeks. Tomorrow is even slightly warmer. -4 for Kemptville, Brockville, -1 for Kingston, as well as in Trenton today. -10 is the daytime high in Mont-Tremblant, -5 as well over in Petawawa. Over the next 7 days, we'll see warmer temperatures tomorrow, and then it will go back to being cold. -5 for today, temperatures having around -6 6 into the overnight. Again, 2 to 4 centimeters today. Another 10 up to 15 centimeters of snow as we head into Wednesday. But that's our milder day. -2 is the daytime high. The cold temps are then back as we head into Thursday and through the weekend forecast. -5 for Friday. The weekend is looking a little bit cloudy. Could see some scattered flurries. Under drive-in right now, here's a live look at your time-saver traffic. So far, so good. No major issues on the roads. Traffic is looking nice and easy this hour, and roads are nice and clear. Now let's check out your TSN Must-See Moment.
Hello there, Adam Scully with you inside the Sports Center newsroom with your must-see moment from Monday. And for that, we're heading to Utah. Kings and the Mammoth 3-on-2 rush for LA. Check out Adrian Kempe. What a dangle. Score on the backhand, his 10th goal of the season, and he does it in style, earning the must-see moment from Monday. Now tonight on TSN, we've got some college hoops for you. It's the Jimmy V Classic as Clemson takes on BYU. It all starts at 6:30 Eastern on TSN 1 and 4. That's all from the TSN newsroom. Have a great day.
Oh, coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, Canadians that could end up with a Golden Globe.
Disappointed. And you're always fake, and you're vain and selfish.
Details of the nominations and the names that got snubbed, so they say. Full details on that coming up. Taking a peek outside through our Centennial Glass Skycam. It is a cold start to the day, but temperatures will be much warmer this afternoon, so no need to bundle up as much, but definitely needing to this morning. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, I'm Tanea Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barrhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barrhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford dealership, and Ontario's #1 Ford EV dealer.
Esner Mechanical is proud to partner with Toy Mountain once again this year.
Drop off your unwrapped presents to our office location here in Orleans on Vanguard Drive.
Esner Mechanical and Toy Mountain.
Helping families this holiday season.
Welcome back. Here are the big stories we are following today on Your Morning Ottawa. Rumors continue to swirl about a new return to office mandate for federal public servants, with the Prime Minister confirming the federal government will be speaking with unions in the next few weeks. The Ottawa Senators are set to start lobbying upper levels of government for support when it comes to a new arena at Le Breton Flats. An Ottawa man is speaking out after an incident at a Farm Boy where he says employees accused him of shoplifting. Now let's check on the forecast.
Oh, Rosie, it's going to be a cold start to the day. -17 this morning, feeling closer to -24, -25 when you factor in that wind chill. A chance for some flurries arise in the afternoon, but temperatures warm up significantly compared to what we saw yesterday. -5 will be our daytime high, but not a lot of sunshine in store. Take a look at our roads at this hour. Nothing to report. No delays, no accidents at this current time, avoiding you to have a little bit of a delay on your morning commute. If anything changes, we'll be sure to pass along any information. Well, several Canadian names announced yesterday as nominees for the 83rd Annual Golden Globes. CTV's Andrea Case has more on who is in the running for some of the most prestigious prizes and who was left out.
I need to find my daughter.
Well, then call us back when you have the time.
They call it Golden Globe morning, and for some, it was a good morning. Leonardo DiCaprio's latest, One Battle After Another, continues to win critics over, if not the box office. In close second, Ryan Coogler's Sinners picked up 7 nominations, including 2 for Coogler himself and 1 for actor Michael B. Jordan. He should have received 2. After all, he plays twins. Film critic Richard Krause says there is one big snub in the film category, the musical Wicked for Good. It received 5 nominations, including 2 for its lead actresses, and it also received a nod in the relatively new category, Cinematic and Box Office Achievement.
if you look further along down in the list, there's no John Chu for director. There are a lot of stuff. So there's no joy in the Wicked household, I don't think, this morning.
The Globes are voted on by a group of close to 400 members of international film critics known as the Hollywood Foreign Press. This year, unlike in the past, a number of foreign language films made the cut. The global phenomenon K-pop Demon Hunters snagged 3 nominations, including, no surprise here, Best Song from a Motion Picture, Golden. In the television category, The White Lotus, The Pit, and the British teen crime drama Adolescence received multiple nominations. And with approximately 115 million people tuning into a podcast each week, the Globes have added, for the first time, a new category, Best Podcast.
Where's Joe Rogan? You know, if you're thinking about podcasts that have sort of defined what podcasts are, Joe Rogan, where's Mark Maron? He just recently wrapped up his podcast after 16 years, and he is considered to be kind of the godfather, the grandfather of the podcast genre.
Comedian Nikki Glaser will roast or make that host the 83rd Annual Golden Globes, launching award season into full swing on January 11th. Andrea Case, CTV News.
The federal government will be speaking with unions and providing details about public servants spending more time in the office in the coming weeks as rumors circulate about a new return to office directive for federal workers. Why don't we bring in Bill Carroll from the Morning Rush on News Talk 580 CFRA to hear what he has to say about this. Good morning to you, Bill.
Good morning. Well, it looks like there was some truth to those rumors after all, doesn't it? Because the Prime Minister saying, yeah, there's going to be more return to the office, but you know, it's going to be complicated. It'll be very specific. Not every worker is going to face the same number of days being required to come back to work. So, yeah, I've been hearing that rumor for a while. All of us have talked about it. The other one I keep hearing is that there had been some kind of internal study that showed the average worker was only coming to the office 1.5 days a week. Now, I haven't specifically confirmed that rumor, but the concerns seem to be, and if you talk to federal workers, they'll tell you this, that not many workers are actually there 3 or 4 days a week. Remember, they were given the option to come back 3 or 4 days. So who would choose 4 under those circumstances? So even the ones who are trying to come back for 3 days, I keep hearing, well, look, we tried, but we got there and there's no desk. There's no workspace. And the Prime Minister talked about that yesterday, the importance of making sure there was actually somewhere for people to come to work when they got to the office. So clearly, this government is making a move very soon about getting workers back to the office more often. I think the mayor talked a little bit about it yesterday. He had a meeting with the Prime Minister, and he seems to be a little bit excited about getting more federal workers downtown to increase business in the downtown core. And the city is already working on a plan to make sure that our transit system can handle the influx. So it looks like it's coming. Now, will the government have the guts to actually enforce it and bring them back to work? I guess we'll see. Only time will answer that question for us.
And Bill, as you said, it sounds like it all depends on position and seniority, and certain people will be asked to come back full time and certain people won't. So we'll have to wait and see, like you said, Bill. Thank you so much.
You guys have a good day.
You too. Remember, you can listen to The Morning Rush with Bill Carroll on News Talk 580 CFRA weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street. A pretty cold start to your day, but temperatures going up to -5.
Welcome back, everybody. Today on Your Morning Ottawa, we are asking for your comments on holiday don'ts. We are talking about your biggest no-nos for the holiday gatherings this season. Let us know your thoughts. Email us at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. And we know that you've got them because people love to talk about when the in-laws come or your family. So do we have any, I mean, we haven't really even talked about this much ourselves.
I think the one big thing that I like to stress is let's not bring up family drama.
Yes.
You know, there's always maybe little, and I'm not talking heavy-duty drama, there's always like little things that are drama, let's just not bring it up over Christmas. Let's just keep it kumbaya. Let's all be happy and be thankful, and we can bring up the drama in the new year. But for now, let's just take one day to not bring up of, like, you know, something silly that happened.
But you know it always comes in.
I know.
It's
Easier
so
said than
true.
done, but that's one of my things. And if you're going to bring a gift for my kids, don't bring one for just one, unless it's like a picking out of the hat.
Yes, that's so true. Or else a fight will ensue.
Yes, yeah. I just remember as kids growing up, sometimes like one of my siblings would get a gift from like a godparent and not the other kids, and we didn't quite understand that. And then yes, it's a fight.
Okay, here's another holiday don't.
Yeah.
You're at Christmas dinner at the table, and the person who slaved over that table asks, "How is everything?" You do not criticize any item on that table. You say, "Everything is amazing." Don't say the turkey's dry. Don't say, "Hey, I thought we'd have more cranberries." Say, "Everything is mwah, chef's kiss." That's it. You do not criticize.
And let the chef take off the dishes. Don't make the chef who cooked the meal do the dishes as well.
I was just going to say, and manners, make sure that you are the first one to clear the plates of all the attendees, especially if you are the guest in the house.
If you're the guest,
Mother
help
always
out.
told me that.
There you go.
Unless, Rosie, I have a funny story. Unless the stuffing tastes like soap. Many moons ago, my grandmother, my parents will laugh at this one. We were eating our Christmas dinner and we're like, why does this stuffing taste soapy? And it just so happened that my grandma was saving her breadcrumbs, and it happened to be beside where her soap was, and the soap accidentally fell into the breadcrumbs. And so we were eating soap stuffing.
And blowing bubbles at the same time.
Exactly. So yeah, soapy stuffing. So in that incident, we were like, we were all eating. No one wanted to say anything, and then she ate it. She's like, "Why does this taste like soap?"
I was going to say, can you invoke your rule at that point? Or no, still hold strong?
Still invoke the rule. Do not criticize the meal. Say,
let the
everything
chef,
is great.
Let the chef say
Everything
it,
is
being
great.
like, why does this taste soapy?
Oh, I love it. All right, so we'll be hearing from you later in the show. Clearly, we've got this going on our end. We are asking, what is your biggest don't at holiday gatherings? Send us your comments at yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca.
And coming up in the 7 o'clock hour, Christian Dare is here to give us his holido's and holidon'ts for the Christmas season. We'll have that and so much more. We'll be right back.
Coming up on 6:30, I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Will Aiello.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And a reminder, our food drive is on Friday from 6 until 9 in the morning right here at 87 George Street. We're asking you to bring in your non-perishable food items. Our whole show is going to be tailored towards that. We've been doing it a very long time. And you'll actually be speaking with the food bank as well to see which items they're looking for this year.
Absolutely. And how you can take these items and turn them into hearty meals.
So good. And it's on right now, so you can drop off a food item right now at 87 George Street and really help build that food drive as we head into Friday for the big event. And right now we got to talk about the weather, of course, just quickly. It is exceedingly cold out there.
Pardon me, a very cold start to your day. Minus 26 with the wind chill this hour.
Okay, we are forewarned.
Yes, we'll see just how cold it's going to get or if some snow falls on the way. Right to our news headlines. New back to the office details for federal public workers were served up by the Prime Minister at the Mayor's breakfast, which isn't sitting well with the major unions.
I'm just shocked that that is where he chose to announce it versus actually telling his employees or even contacting the unions.
They say workers already have enough on their plates as they worry about layoffs, and now they are questioning the future of hybrid work. The Prime Minister says to expect clarification in the weeks ahead.
We will be engaging with the public sector unions on the modalities of that, on the appropriate levels of that. We will come to a sharper view on it over the course of the next several weeks.
Mark Carney says there will likely be different levels of return depending on seniority, role, and capacity.
An Ottawa man says he was embarrassed and humiliated after he was accused of shoplifting at a local Farm Boy store. Shadi Zekri believes a bulge from a hernia drew attention, but wonders if other factors were at play.
I think it was a combination of They saw the bulge, so they assumed there was something there. Saw the bulge, saw my skin color, saw the way I was dressed.
Zachary says he entered the train yard's location last month, but was stopped by 2 employees when he went to leave. At the time, Zachary had a large bulge from a hernia that has since been removed. He says staff asked what he had under his jacket that he didn't pay for. In a statement, Farm Boy says it's working to address the unfortunate situation directly with Zachary, and that while staff did not request he lift his shirt, his experience did not live up to Farm Boy standards, and we have reinforced the proper protocols with our store team.
It's another day of uncertainty for air transit passengers, with pilots ready to walk off the job starting tomorrow.
A little bit nervous, but I'm hoping everything will be okay and we'll be home next Monday.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's not really much we can do about it.
The airline is preparing to wind down operations ahead of the possible strike. It had said it would be suspending all service today. However, that has not happened yet. 6 flights have been canceled so far, and negotiations between the two sides started nearly 1 year ago. The pilots want better pay, better working conditions, and job security. When it comes to a new arena at LeBreton Flats, the Sens are about to start lobbying upper levels of government for support. The Sens previously indicated building a new arena at LeBreton Flats could cost up to $1.5 billion. But both Sens owner Michael Andlauer and Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe have said that they don't think the project should cost Ottawa taxpayers money.
In a dramatic twist, just days after Netflix announced it reached a deal to acquire Warner Brothers for over $72 billion US, Paramount has swooped in with a hostile takeover bid for the company. Paramount says it is going straight to shareholders with a better offer than Netflix. However, the Paramount bid would also include Warner Brothers cable TV assets such as CNN, which the Netflix deal does not. The city and federal government are teaming up to help fast-track the construction of 3,000 homes in the area. The deal is a $400 million investment to build homes on both federal and municipal land. The city will reduce or waive development charges, permit fees, and property taxes on priority projects.
If you think about all the federal land that we have in our city, there's a huge opportunity to take that land and, instead of it sitting empty, to turn it into affordable housing. So it's not a cost, it's an investment, and it's an investment in affordable housing.
It's not exactly clear where these affordable homes will be built in the city, but Mayor Sutcliffe says a report will be going to City Council in the new year with more details. The Prime Minister says this deal is a model for how they intend to build across the country.
Ottawa police are looking for witnesses after an investigation into criminal harassment in Bell's Corners. Police say since July, posters targeting a female victim have been posted throughout a neighborhood near Moody Drive and Tyrell Place. A search warrant was executed earlier this month, and officers arrested and charged 46-year-old John Violette. Investigators believe there could be other victims and witnesses and are asking for anyone with information to contact them.
You may want to get a good look at the Peace Tower while you still can, because it will soon be covered up. The next phase of the Center Block Rehabilitation Project includes building steel scaffolding around the entire 92-meter tall tower so crews can work on repairing stonework, replacing windows, and restoring sculptures. The steel frame is set to be installed in the spring, with the project set to be complete around 2031.
Bombardier is launching a new high-speed luxury jet.
So this is the fastest airplane that exists on Earth right now, built here in Toronto. We should be very proud of that.
Oh, cool. Just in time for Christmas. This is the Global 8000 aircraft. The new high-speed business jet has a range of 8,000 nautical miles.
Waste management billionaire Patrick Dovigi has become the first buyer of the aircraft. Bombardier CEO sat down with CTV to talk about its potential work with Saab to build a fighter jet that could create 10,000 Canadian jobs.
Wow.
I love that it's built locally, too. You wouldn't think about something like that, but hey, right here close to home, that thing is probably so nice on the inside, too.
I thought you were going to say, I love that new jet smell in the morning. I was like,
I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see the luxury inside.
That's
like,
right, yeah.
show me what we're flying with here. I always see those little people who sit in those like little hubs.
Yeah.
Like the little seats in first class, and their feet. It's like a little bed, a little pod. Yeah.
Very nice.
Traveling in luxury.
Yeah.
So nice.
Wouldn't know what that's
No, yes.
I'm usually in the middle seat.
With
the kids. With kids on the side, yes. They get the window in the aisle. We are seeing a cold start to your morning this morning, and we will see milder conditions throughout the day ahead. This morning, cold. It's sunny skies this afternoon, a chance of a few scattered flurries, then snow on the way tonight into your day tomorrow. And we have quite a bit of snow as well. The ski hills will be loving this. They're already open, and they got to open early. Now some fresh snow on the way. Minus 22 does feel closer to minus 26 this hour, so chilly start to your Ottawa morning. Minus 18 in Montreal, minus 26 along the Seaway, minus 14 for Kingston as well as in Trenton. The Valley sitting at minus 19 this hour, but factor in the wind chill. It does feel much colder than that this morning, so temperatures really chilly to start off your day. A little bit cloudy out there, but we will see some sunshine throughout your afternoon. There is a slim chance of a few scattered flurries. Then the snow on the way tonight. It looks like it'll start around 6-7 p.m. tonight, so around supper time. We're expecting about 2 to 4 centimeters this evening into your overnight. We could see some drizzle in the overnight as well and early tomorrow morning. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, some fresh snow, some light drizzle, and then the heavy snow really starting late in the morning, early afternoon tomorrow, and will continue right through into your evening forecast. So tomorrow we're expecting another 10 upwards of 15 centimeters of snow in the forecast, and it will continue to snow into the overnight Wednesday before it kind of tapers off into the overnight Wednesday and early Thursday morning. So lots of snow on the way today, and then again into your day tomorrow as well. Minus 5 is your high today, so not too bad temperature-wise. Will feel closer to minus 10 this into your afternoon, minus 4 in Bancroft, minus 5 in the Valley, as well as minus 8 out in Montreal. So in the next 7 days, a little mixture of everything, colder temperatures, milder temperatures, and some snow. So today and tomorrow, the more milder days in the forecast this week. Minus 5 tonight, temperatures hovering around minus 7 tonight. Again, 2 to 4 centimeters of snow. Could see some drizzle overnight and early tomorrow morning. Minus 2 is the high for Wednesday, then 10 to 15 centimeters tomorrow. Most of that will impact the drive home as opposed to the drive in, but still a little bit slick on your roads tomorrow morning. As we head into Thursday, the cold weather is back. We'll see colder conditions, and it will stay chilly into the weekend forecast, and there is a chance that we could see a few scattered flurries in through Saturday and Sunday.
Weather brought to you by Manotick Place Retirement Community, a community you can call home.
Here's a live look at your time saver traffic. Volume starting to build right now if you are heading eastbound on the 417. It's a little bit heavier Richmond in through Pinecrest this hour. Picks up at Bronson. Heading in the opposite direction, you can see the split in through downtown, moving nice and easy this hour if you're heading westbound on the 417.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers, 1-800-JUSTICE.
And coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, travelers are anxiously awaiting more news from Air Transat as the airline gets ready to wind down its operations. This is all ahead of a potential strike on the way. We'll hear more about that coming up just after the break. Taking a peek outside through our sky cam, and as Melissa stated, a cold start to your day with a warm-up this afternoon. It is 6:40 on your Tuesday. We'll be right back.
Here are the big stories happening today on Your Morning Ottawa. Rumors continue to swirl about a new return to office mandate for federal public servants, with the Prime Minister confirming the federal government will be speaking with unions in the next few weeks. The Ottawa Senators are set to start lobbying upper levels of government for support when it comes to a new arena at LeBreton Flats. An Ottawa man is speaking out after an incident at a Farm Boy where he says employees accused him of shoplifting. Now, let's check on the forecast.
A cold start to your morning. Temperatures right now feeling closer to minus 26 with that wind chill. Into the afternoon, not so bad. Minus 5 is the high. We'll feel closer to minus 10. We will get to see some sunshine, scattered flurries into the day ahead. Then tonight, 2 to 4 centimeters of snow starting around supper time. Continuing into the overnight, could see some drizzle in there as well. So tomorrow morning, fresh snow and drizzle. Then another 10 to 15 centimeters as we head into Wednesday. Minus 2 is the high. Colder on Thursday with a high of minus 7. On your roads this hour, traffic is definitely building. We're seeing heavier volume right now. If you're heading eastbound, Richmond, Pinecrest, it's a bit slower. If you're heading westbound, traffic is still moving nice and easy this hour.
Those who are planning to travel with Air Transat are bracing for the possibility of flight cancellations this week. The airline says it is getting ready to wind down operations, with pilots potentially hitting the picket line starting tomorrow. Let's bring in CTV's Scott Hurst for more on this. Good morning to you, Scott.
Good morning, Will.
Me and you started this conversation yesterday, and we heard that the union was hoping that progress was going to be made to potentially reach a deal. At this point, what can you tell us where all that stands?
Well, there are signs of progress. We did hear that from both sides as these negotiations continue, but still no breakthrough in the talks, meaning yet another day of uncertainty for passengers. Both sides have indicated small steps have been taken in certain aspects of trying to reach a deal, but they're still at the bargaining table. These talks have been going on in Montreal. We know negotiations recently have continued well into the night and into the early morning hours as well. The two sides have been negotiating, however, for nearly a year, and now under a deadline of strike less than 24 hours away. Air Transat, from its perspective, says it's offered its pilots wage increases of 59% over 5 years, a number the union, however, is pushing back on, saying that specific figure is not at the table, calling it creative accounting. The union saying it's also pushing for increased job security, benefits, pension, as well as dealing with scheduling and safety issues. It is looking for a new collective agreement to replace one from a decade ago. The union, as we know, representing the 700-plus Air Transat pilots, issued a 72-hour strike notice on Sunday, meaning it could officially kick in and job action could begin, Will, as early as 3 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Yeah, a lot of people have their eyes on this, but particularly passengers who potentially have flights booked over the next couple of weeks. What are experts advising is the best move for those that have tickets currently?
Passengers at this point will start to feel the impact today of a looming strike, as Air Transat has announced the initial cancellation of 6 flights so far, but could get to a full slate of cancellations by the end of the day with, as I mentioned, the strike notice deadline 3 a.m. Wednesday. Any customers facing a cancellation, the airline says, will be notified. Of course, the best advice overall for all passengers is to check the status of flights before heading to the airport. The airline says it is attempting to offer passengers more flexibility at the moment if you're traveling between now and this Friday. But if you want to change your travel dates, you must first cancel your reservation through Air Transat's website, according to the airline. But it says it's offering a credit which will be valid for up to a year. However, passenger advocates warn once a passenger cancels their own flight, it could mean the airline could be legally off the hook for any other potential compensation. So there are ways that passengers can go about dealing with their reservations right now. And of course, those who will be faced with cancellations, the airline says those passengers will be directly notified.
Yeah, stressful time for those that have tickets. Less than 24 hours before that decision has to be made. Thanks for your time, Scott. Have a great day.
Thanks, Will. You too.
All right, so we're taking your comments. What don't you do? What not to do during the holidays? Richard says, be safe on the road and be responsible. So that's what you need to do, of course, yes.
Carrie says, do not arrive at a holiday gathering empty-handed. Even the smallest token of thanks is welcome. It doesn't have to be fancy. For instance, flowers or a bottle of wine. It just shows your appreciation, and I could not agree more.
Great
Very
advice,
true.
Carrie. I love that. Heather says, do not get so drunk at your work Christmas party that you throw up on the boss. Carpet, enough said. On the boss's carpet.
Very true.
Throw up on the boss. Yeah, that would also not be good, though.
Yeah, don't throw up anywhere at the Christmas party whatsoever.
No,
Let's
okay.
not do that.
Elaine says, please, people, dress appropriately. Do not overindulge. Do not spend more than you can afford, and be kind to others. Very nice.
All right, some good advice there. We were asking this morning, what is your biggest holiday don'ts for family gatherings or friends gatherings this Christmas time? Send us your comments at YourMorningOttawa at ctv.ca.
And coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, we'll tell you more about this year's Golden Globe nominations announced on Monday. That's just ahead. Here's a live look at our Skycam on George Street this morning. It looks festive, but it's cold. Minus 26 outside this morning with the wind chill. And it's time now for your morning fix, and the nominations for the 83rd Annual Golden Globes have been handed out.
Best performance in a stand-up comedy or on television. Bill Maher. Is anyone else seeing this? HBO Max.
Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another has been nominated for 6 awards, including Best Director. Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value, has also been nominated for 6 awards. The Golden Globes will be held on January 11th, and comedian Nikki Glasser returns as host to the ceremony. Exciting times. And I saw there was some snubs yesterday. I saw there was some new categories with some snubs. So all the talk right now.
Yeah, the podcast of the year coming out, and I think that one has a lot of controversy around it as well. So
that's a new one, I guess.
It's a new one this year, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan not nominated in it, and they're like, how does that happen?
Yeah, like regardless of whether you like it or not, just the attention that it gets alone. So
yeah,
classic nominations, though.
Absolutely. Well, a concert trade publication released a list of the most popular touring artists of the last 2 decades based on ticket sales. Topping pollsters' ranking is Coldplay with 24.8 million tickets sold. Next is U2 with 20.2 million tickets sold, and Ed Sheeran with 19.6 million. Rounding out the top 5 is Dave Matthews Band with nearly 19.6 million tickets sold, and Taylor Swift with about 18.9 million. But keep in mind, her debut album was not released until 2006, and numbers of tickets sold is different metrics than money gross.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because everyone, if we didn't provide that statistic, would go, way.
Yeah.
Breaking every records, but then she doesn't take the #1 spot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I get her. I think her tickets are probably even more expensive.
Right.
So you can only buy so many. Moms are out there going, "Here's my last dollar to get this ticket." Right?
College or T-Swift concert? Yeah.
Well, Stockholm is sparkling with colorful art installations honoring the work of Nobel Prize laureates. The festival brings together international and local artists, designers, and students. 19 large-scale installations are on display across the city until December 14th. The artworks are inspired by the laureates' scientific discoveries as well as their contributions in literature and peace. Organizers say there could be more than 1 million visitors this year.
Oh,
and look at this.
Spectacular.
Right? Stunning.
That is so cool.
Oh. Absolutely.
Oh, I love it when you light up the night with all this beautiful, beautiful
something
display
magical
of light.
about lights at night, right?
And now interactive. Look at this interactive wall. I don't know if you're supposed to smack it like that, man. Maybe you are.
Oh, looks like it.
A little push in.
Very interactive.
Like fun.
So cool.
All right, here's a look at what's coming up on the show in the next hour. We are learning more about the Ottawa Senators' Ignite Hope Telethon happening during tonight's broadcast on TSN. Plus, keeping your home safe from fire this holiday season. We get some tips from the Ottawa Fire Service. And the Bank of Canada is expected to make its next interest rate announcement this week. We break down how this could impact you and your mortgage. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam, a cold start to your morning. We'll be right back. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. It's Tuesday, December 9th.
There will likely be different levels of return depending on seniority, depending on role, and obviously depending on capacity.
More questions from the public service as Prime Minister Carney makes new comments about a leaked return to office plan for federal government workers.
A carbon monoxide leak at TD Place forces the Ottawa Charge to cancel their practice. The latest on the repairs at the arena.
And stay safe this holiday season. We get some important safety reminders from Ottawa Fire. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now.
o'clock on the nose. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edden.
I'm Will Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
We got a jam-packed show for you. We have a sandwich shop in our Your Morning kitchen today, too, which I think was something that everyone was very interested in when we were meeting yesterday.
Yeah, and coming up next, we're also going to learn more about our food drive happening this Friday and some great, important, healthy meals you can make with some of the items you may gather from the food bank. So some really great tips coming up as well.
Love that. We'll get right to our news headlines before we get there. And there is more uncertainty for federal public servants in the capital, with many already concerned about upcoming layoffs. The Prime Minister now says the hybrid work model could come to an end.
There will likely be different levels of return depending on seniority, depending on role, and obviously depending on capacity.
Last week, reports came out that the Treasury Board is considering a full-time return to the office starting in January. Since then, unions say that they have been trying to get answers from the government, but to no avail.
Why would this not be first introduced with a conversation with your own employees or the staff unions that represent them? Why is it being done at a private business event? That makes no sense unless it's politically motivated.
Workers say there are already issues with office space, with employees being shuffled around from one workstation to another, leading to questions about how the government will even be able to accommodate a full-time return to in-person work.
An Ottawa man says he was embarrassed and humiliated after he was accused of shoplifting at a local Farm Boy store. Shadi Zekri believes a bulge from a hernia drew attention, but wonders if other factors were at play.
I think it was a combination of they saw the bulge, so they assumed there was something there. Saw the bulge, saw my skin color, saw the way I was dressed.
Zekri says he entered the train yards location last month, but was stopped by 2 employees when he went to leave. At the time, Zekri had a large bulge from a hernia that has since been removed. He says staff asked what he had under his jacket that he didn't pay for. In a statement, Farm Boy says it's working to address the unfortunate situation directly with Zekri, and that while staff did not request he lift his shirt, his experience did not live up to Farm Boy's standards, and we have reinforced the proper protocols with our store team.
When it comes to a new arena at LeBreton Flats, the Sens are about to start lobbying upper levels of government for support. The Sens previously indicated building a new arena at LeBreton Flats could cost up to $1.5 billion. But both Sens owner, Michael Anlower, and Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe have both said that they don't think the project should cost Ottawa taxpayers any money. The Ottawa Sports and Entertainment Group is investigating a carbon monoxide leak at TV Place. The emergency repairs at the arena forced the Ottawa Charge to cancel yesterday's practice. Crews are still working on finding the source of the leak. No related illnesses have been reported.
You may want to get a good look at the Peace Tower while you still can, because it will soon be covered up. The next phase of the Center Block Rehabilitation Project includes building steel scaffolding around the entire 92-meter tall tower so crews can work on repairing stonework, replacing windows, and restoring sculptures. The steel frame is set to be installed in the spring, with the project set to be complete around 2031.
Ottawa police are looking for witnesses after an investigation into a criminal harassment in Bell's Corners. Police say since July, posters targeting a female victim have been posted throughout a neighborhood near Moody Drive and Tyrell Place. A search warrant was executed earlier this month, and officers arrested and charged 46-year-old John Violette. Investigators believe there could be other victims and witnesses and are asking anyone with information to contact them.
The City of Ottawa and the Ontario government are partnering with Habitat for Humanity to build affordable housing in Nepean. The plan is to build 33 modular homes at 40 Beechcliff Street near the intersection of Woodruff and Knoxdale. The local and provincial governments are investing $10 million in this project. The province says the homes will have 3 to 4 bedrooms and will require no down payment. Mortgage payments will also be geared to household income. Construction is set to begin soon, and families could start moving in as early as 2027.
Well, a Christmas parade in Tennessee got an unwelcome visitor.
There you go. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's a bear. marching down the middle of the street, stunning parade goers who remained remarkably calm.
And, not the festive polar bear, you'd like to see in this holiday season.
That looks like a black bear.
Yeah.
Don't mess with a black bear.
And that bear did eventually leave the party to toss a trash can.
Oh my gosh, that's good. It didn't hurt anyone, and it did not get hurt. And it became the star attraction. Looking for its 15 minutes of fame.
I love that too, though, right? Like, did its thing scare, but then everything was okay. Be calm, and then it went on its way.
Okay.
Something you weren't expecting, though.
crazy.
There. All right, we're going to take a look at our weather picture of the day. This is sent in from Lise of the Rockland Marina. The calm nature water. Rosie, I know that you and I love this shot.
Beautiful.
Weather picture brought to you by Box Me Up. Moving, staging, renovating, just box me up.
And we want to see beautiful photos just like that. We want to hear from you. Send us your weather pictures, and we could potentially feature it on our show. Just email us CTV, weather shots at ctv.ca, and we would love to have those photos on. Melissa, what do you got for the conditions throughout the next few days?
Well, unfortunately, it's going to be a very cold start to your morning today. Not so bad this afternoon, but then we have snow on the way as we head into tonight and into your day tomorrow as well. So daytime average highs, we should be sitting at about minus 1.6 degrees. And today's high is -5. The sun will be up shortly around 7:30 a.m. and set at 4:19 p.m. later on this evening. So here's a look at what we're sitting right now temperature-wise, -22, but factor in the wind chill, feels closer to -26 this hour. So it is a brutal cold start to your morning. Again, we've been kind of used to this over the last few days. -26 along the Seaway. Kingston, Trenton, slightly warmer, sitting at -14 and -13. Still a little bit of cloudy skies when we wake up the sun this morning around 7:30. It will be a little bit cloudy. Some sunshine into the late part of your morning, afternoon. A chance of scattered flurries today, and then the real snow starting tonight. Around supper time is when we're expecting that snow. We could see around 4 centimeters of snow into the overnight. Risk of drizzle overnight and early tomorrow morning as well. And then most of the heavy snow happening tomorrow, especially late in the afternoon on Wednesday. And we could see 10 upwards of 15 centimeters in the forecast for tomorrow. So the drive home tomorrow will definitely be impacted by all this snow, and probably even the drive Thursday morning as we wait and dig out from this system. Flurries still possible into Thursday as well. Here are your look at your regional highs for today. -5 for us here in the city. We'll feel closer to -10 into your afternoon. So still a little bit below seasonal, but not as cold as it was yesterday. -1 for Trenton, Kingston, so slightly milder to the south of us. -9 is your high in Kitigan, Zibi. For kids heading out to the school bus this morning, yes, it is a cold start to your day. This afternoon, -5 is that daytime high, and a chance of those scattered flurries into your afternoon. Overnight tonight, temperatures holding steady around -7, so not overly cold into the overnight, and -2 tomorrow, fairly mild and fairly seasonal for this time of the year. Again, 2 to 4 centimeters tonight, another 10 to 15 tomorrow. So ski hills loving the forecast over the next couple of days. Some fresh powder on the slopes for us. As we head towards the end of the weekend, it will be slightly colder. Some sunshine for Friday, which is great news for our food drive. Saturday, Sunday, a little bit cloudier, temperatures below seasonal.
7-day weather forecast brought to you by Davidson Hearing Aid Centers, celebrating over 80 years in family business.
We do have a collision eastbound just after Bronson this morning. This is on the 417. So again, there's a collision eastbound on the 417 just after Bronson this morning. Other than that, we're also seeing slowdowns 417 eastbound between Richmond and Maitland. Slowdowns at Jeanne d'Arc on the 174 westbound between Montreal Road. But here's a look at that collision 417 eastbound at Bronson. You can see emergency crews are on scene, and it looks like the left lane is blocked. So traffic is kind of trickling in by the right lanes this hour. Well, the Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive is happening this Friday, and we are so lucky to have Kelly Berry, who is a registered dietitian with the Ottawa Food Bank, joining us this morning to, of course, talk more about the food drive and some healthy options that you can create with the food items you may pick up. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks.
So great to have you here. We're so excited for the food drive on Friday, and some really great things that people can get from the food bank as well.
So when people donate dollars to the food bank, we're able to purchase a lot of fresh items, which are really important for folks. So fresh milk, fresh eggs, fresh fruits and vegetables, which I have here today. I have a really good example of all of the fruits and vegetables that that we provide. And so I thought I would showcase a roasted festive vegetable just to highlight what you can do with some of these great veggies.
Look at all this beautiful color in the pan as well. Vibrant colors, a little mixture of everything. I know they always tell you to make sure you have lots of colors in the bowl, right?
Absolutely. And when you see all those bright colors, you know there's lots of good nutrients, lots of antioxidants. So really, really healthy for us. And really simple what I'm preparing today.
Tell me how you've done this.
Yeah, so this is just cut up the vegetables. I've got something orange, and you could substitute, I chose squash today, but you could substitute carrots, you could substitute sweet potatoes, no problem.
Okay.
I've got a green veggie here. We've got broccoli because that's a vegetable that we do give out at the food bank.
Okay.
But you could also use Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts would be lovely, just cut in half in this dish. And then beets. And beets are a veggie that we do provide, and not one that people is as commonly used, but very, very nutritious. Lots of good nutrients in there, and really nice when you roast it up like this. Yeah.
So what would you do? Just cut them up and then roast them in the pan?
You got it. So cut them up fairly evenly so that they'll cook evenly. Just very simple. A little bit of oil. It could be any kind of a liquid oil that you choose. You know, olive oil, canola oil, soy oil. Any of those would be fine. Just drizzle that on, and then just a pinch of salt. The salt helps to bring out some of the flavor in the veggies. So just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then what I like to do is just kind of massage the oil in with my fingers.
Nice.
And because you don't need a lot, and it goes a long way, but you really want that oil to kind of coat the veggies and get on the outside, because it really helps them to kind of, you know, get that nice caramelized outside, and they just, you know, keeps it from drying out as well. So just mix them up like that in the pan.
Beautiful.
And then pop that in the oven, and about 350, 375 for about 40 minutes. And I check it halfway through, give it a little stir just to kind of mix things around a little bit, and that's it. And then maybe and check them at about 40 minutes.
A roasted festive vegetable.
Yeah, and then this is kind of what you'd be expecting when it's all done. Nice caramelization. The roasting really brings out the flavor as well.
I love it.
And the great thing about this too is that there's so much flexibility, right? If your family likes certain spices, you could add what you want. You could add some rosemary and thyme to that. A little drizzle of maple syrup would be good.
I love that little tidbit.
Yeah, so lots of different options with something like that.
Wonderful. Now moving on to something else, beans. A lot of times it's one of the #1 things that you guys do request at the food bank, beans, because they're so hearty and they're so versatile.
Exactly.
Tell me how you've incorporated some black beans today.
So we often think of beans in soups and stews, but they actually are really good in baked goods. And so today I've made a black bean brownie bite. Great for the kiddos, right? Kids love to have a sweet treat, and this is a way to boost up the fiber, the protein, the folate and iron. So adding beans is a really great way to showcase some of these really good foods that we ask for at the food bank. And there's lots of different options. We also I make chocolate chip cookies with chickpeas. I use the food processor. Something like the cookies, you could mash them with a potato masher if you needed to. In the black beans, the brownies, it's nice to have them pureed for the texture.
And so how do you put the black beans? Just the can? You puree the can?
Yeah, so this recipe called for 1 cup. So whenever you're using your beans, just drain them in a colander, and then really give them a good rinse. And that gets rid of all that canning liquid. A little bit of the sodium goes out with that, and you'll get rid of a bit of the gas as well, because you get rid of some of those carbohydrates that are in the fluid.
Good tip.
And then it just goes into the food processor, and then all the other ingredients. It's really actually quite easy, and they're tasty.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us some delicious recipe ideas. And we do want to remind you, you can donate now. There was a QR code on your screen. Our food drive is happening this Friday, but our donation bin is open now, so you can stop by anytime to our studios here at 87 George Street and donate your non-perishable food items. You can also donate your monetary donations online, or better yet, come on down and join us on Friday, December 11th. Of course, we will be broadcasting live right here at our studios on 87 George Street. For more information, head to our website, ctvottawa.ca. Will.
Cannot wait. There's going to be such a powerful day as our community comes together. Well, coming up next in Your Morning Ottawa, keep your home and your family safe from holiday-related fires this season. We'll give you some important safety tips coming up just ahead after the break. Our guest is standing by in the Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge, nice and cozy. And we're going to take a peek outside before we get on with our commercial break through our Centennial Glass Skycam. Ooh, looking a little moody this morning, and bundle up. Temperatures below seasonal before some snowfall arrives. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Ignite Hope, the telethon shines a light on stories of resilience, care, and community impact. Ian Mendez, Vice President of Communications with the Ottawa Senators, joins us this morning to share how your support helps those in our community. Ian, good morning to you.
Good morning to you,
Good
Rosie.
morning to you. Tell me about this really important community-driven event that helps to raise funds.
Yeah, and I think, and I love that you use the phrase community-driven, because that's what we're trying to show tonight on TSN 5. It's the community aspect. And I think what happens is people hear about the Senators Community Foundation, Rosie, and they know that we do great work in the community, but tonight's our opportunity to shine a light, and let's call it humanizing the stories. And through the lens of 4 different organizations and 4 young people, you're going to find out how those dollars impact lives, how those dollars impact our community, and you can see we're hoping that these phones are busy again tonight.
Telethon.
It's one of the really fun nights at Canadian Tire Centre when it's the Ignite Hope Telethon.
I think it's such a great name too, Ignite Hope, right? And you got to tell us about the Sens Community Foundation and where you see them on the phone there raising funds. Where will some of those funds be directed to?
Yeah, and we have tonight again. We'll have wives and girlfriends of the players and prominent. I think we even have Jackie Perez is going to do a shift on
there you go.
On the phone,
taking on the phone calls.
Exactly. And so you asked about what organization. So tonight we're going to shine a light on a handful of them, including the Capital City Condors, which is an organization that helps kids who usually wouldn't be able to play hockey play hockey. The Royal Ottawa, Roger Nielsen Children's Hospice, and you're seeing something here. It's a group, Rosie, called Their Opportunity, which helps kids play hockey, remove barriers to play sports. This is little Nora. She's 10 years old. She moved to Canada from Africa 12 months ago, Rosie. And this is her look at her learning how to skate. And this is a program called Icebreakers in conjunction with Their Opportunity, Senators Community Foundation. And so you see a kid like Nora, 10 years old, a year ago at this time, is living in Africa, doesn't know anything about hockey. Here she is, scoring goals, getting tips, and it's really amazing to see this stuff.
Ian, tell me this. What is it about the game, the sport of hockey, that just brings people together?
Well, I think, Rosie, there's a lot of great elements of hockey. Teamwork and, some of these things that we talk about on the ice, right? Teamwork and integrity and hard work. And then when you see that displayed off the ice, it can really rally people together. And hockey is one of those things, as we get closer to the holidays, people tune into the World Juniors, people tune into the Senators. It's a real opportunity for us to, I think, to highlight the good things that we do with the Senators Community Foundation off the ice, so that fans who cheer for us on the ice can see what we do on a regular basis.
Okay, give me some more details about the Ignite Hope Telethon happening tonight. How can people get involved?
Yes, so it'll start at 6 o'clock Eastern time tonight on TSN 5.
On TSN 5,
and so that will be great with Claire Hanna hosting. And basically, you're going to have this number seared in your brain if you're watching us tonight. It's 1-833-4-GO-SENS, okay? 1-833-4-GO-SENS. And that's how you can phone in to make a donation. You can go to our website with Senators Community Foundation. There's a little tab. Oh, look at this. I don't even have to, just QR code it.
Got the QR code
and you'll
right
see
there.
the little link there to donate to the Ignite Hope Telethon, and we really hope people open up their hearts and wallets tonight.
What's the goal here?
Well, last year, I'll tell you, we raised about $145,000. So we always love to say that surpassing the previous year's goal would be a wonderful goal for us to achieve tonight.
I'm so excited for this. It's the Ignite Hope Telethon. It's all about hope. It's all about community involvement, giving back, and it starts at 6 p.m. on TSN 5.
Nailed it, Rosie.
There you
Nailed
go. Ian Mendez, Vice President of Communications with the Ottawa Senators. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Thanks for all that you do.
Yeah.
And will you be over there? Maybe taking a phone call?
I don't think I'm important enough to take phone calls, but I'll be there for sure.
You'll be there.
Tonight.
There you go. Thank you so much,
Thank
Ian.
you.
All right. Will, over to you.
We got Leanne from the Ottawa Fire Department joining us this morning because we love the festive holiday season and everyone coming together, but we want to make sure that we're being as safe as possible. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's so great to have you, especially because someone like me who gets so excited to have all the Christmas decor and all the lights out, you got to make sure we're being safe. So where do you want to begin today?
Well, first I want to begin with the fact that although the holiday seasons are one of the best times of the year, I totally agree with you. We have to be cautious because according to the Ontario Fire Marshal, the months of November, December, and January are where we see our highest amount of fire fatalities in the province of Ontario. Unfortunately, last year we had 24 fatal fires with 26 fatalities in the province of Ontario. So we have things that we have to do because many of those fires were actually preventable.
And I love that, and that's why we're here today, because we want to be able to enjoy it, and especially this holiday season, but we got to make sure we're being safe.
Exactly. We have to make sure that prevention is on our mind, and simple things that we can do for that are making sure that if we're using timers or we're using electrical cords to plug things in, that not only are they in good working condition, so checking to make sure that there's no frays, no breaks, no loose connections, but that they're also certified by a standard company. So in this case, CSA, but they can also be ULC or ETL are the different markings that you'd be looking for to ensure that they're properly tested and rated for use in Canada.
Are you finding that people are ordering kind of like knockoff just plugs, and that's where we have concern?
That's where we have some concerns,
oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So you really want to be careful with that and very safe and stringent with it, even especially with your lights too, before you use them, because I know a lot of the times we take them, we tangle them up, we throw them in a bin. So always check them, make sure that there's no frays, no breaks, or anything like that in them, because electrical fires happen very quickly, and a lot of the times we don't see them before it's too late.
Yeah, and we can get super excited by bringing out the lights, just getting them on the trees or on the decor,
exactly.
But just do a quick safety check
You
first.
got it, and making sure you're not overloading those plugs either. And a big thing too is remembering to unplug them at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we like to leave them on at night is better, but if you're going to bed, just unplug them, or in the case with your power bar, just switch it off.
Okay.
Also, a lot of the times we like to have real trees. And real trees are beautiful, smell great, are wonderful, but we really need to be cautious with them because they'll actually consume up to 4 liters of water a day. So you have to make sure that you have a deep, sturdy tree holder that can hold enough water to keep the tree hydrated. And a good notification for you to watch out for is if all of a sudden you see a ton of needles falling off and they're really dry, that's indication immediately that your tree is not getting enough water and you need to be cautious with it.
Yeah, and if you've ever gotten a real tree, maybe it's your first or second year, like you know that tree sucks up the water very quickly.
Does, yeah.
So you got to make sure you're on top of it. I'm there every day, twice a day, filling it up as much as
Perfect.
possible.
I love to hear that.
Good.
That's awesome. Another big thing too is candles. We need to make sure that if you do decide that you want to use the beautiful smelly wick candles, which are great, make sure they're in a really nice sturdy base like this and can't be knocked over. And if you're leaving the room, blow them out. Relight it when you come back in, or better yet, switch over to these great battery operated ones, which can go in different colors and everything, and they're safer, they don't get hot. And if you forget to turn it off, it's not as dangerous as leaving the lit candle.
I think it's so great too, and it's so wonderful having you here because it's just these little things that can make such a difference. And obviously there's a reason you're with us today. You know, we have these staggering numbers that during this time of year where the prevention can potentially save lives.
Exactly. And another big thing is I know, at least in my family, we have lots of people over at the holidays, lots of people spending the night that don't usually spend the night at our home. So make sure that they know your home escape plan. Make sure they know where your meeting place is so that if something does happen, you can make sure that it's only stuff that gets lost and we're not having the fatalities that we had in previous years.
Oh, well,
so that everybody can get out safely and know where to go.
That's all we want. Liam, we really appreciate your time, especially this time of year, to make sure we're all being as safe as possible.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right, Melissa, over to you.
Well, coming up in the 8 o'clock hour on Your Morning Ottawa, we'll pay a visit to Grilly Elementary School to learn about how they are working to build a giant toy mountain this holiday season. We'll have that just after the 8 o'clock news. Here's a live look from our Skycam on George Street this morning. The sun is out, but it is still cold. Feels like minus 26 this hour with the wind chill.
Coming up on 7:30, I'm Rosie Edda.
I'm Willie Ello.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
And I'm staring at Christian Dare right now as he has a wonderful setup, as always, for your holiday do's and don'ts.
Okay.
I cannot wait.
We're playing a little game. He's putting me to the test to see if I know my holiday do's and don'ts, so no pressure.
That's going to be good. You know it's going to be
good.
Yeah. That is coming up shortly, and we'll see how Melissa does. But first, we're going to take a look at your top stories.
Yeah, new back to the office details for federal public workers were served served up by the Prime Minister at the Mayor's breakfast, which isn't sitting well with the major unions.
I'm just shocked that that is where he chose to announce it versus actually telling his employees or even contacting the unions.
They say workers already have enough on their plates as they worry about layoffs, and now they are questioning the future of hybrid work. The Prime Minister says to expect clarification in the weeks ahead.
We will be engaging with the public sector unions on the modalities of that, on the appropriate levels of that. We will come to a sharper view on it over the course of the next several weeks.
Mark Carney says there will likely be different levels of return depending on seniority, role, and capacity.
An Ottawa man says he was embarrassed and humiliated after he was accused of shoplifting at a local Farm Boy store. Shadi Zekri believes a bulge from a hernia drew attention, but wonders if other factors were at play.
I think it was a combination of they saw the bulge, so they assumed there was something there. Saw the bulge, saw my skin color, saw the way I was dressed.
Zekri says he entered the train yard's location last month, but was stopped by 2 employees when he went to leave. At the time, Zekri had a large bulge from a hernia that has since been removed. He says staff asked what he had under his jacket that he didn't pay for. In a statement, Farm Boy says it's working to address the unfortunate situation directly with Zekri, and that while staff did not request he lift his shirt, his experience did not live up to Farm Boy standards, and we have reinforced the proper protocols with our store team.
It is another day of uncertainty for air transit passengers, with pilots ready to walk off the job tomorrow.
A little bit nervous, but I'm hoping everything will be okay and we'll be home next Monday.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not really much we can do about it.
The airline is preparing to wind down operations ahead of the possible strike. It had said that it would be suspending all service today. However, that hasn't happened yet. 6 flights have been canceled so far, but negotiations between the two sides started nearly 1 year ago. The pilots want better pay, better working conditions, and job security. When it comes to the new arena at LeBreton Flats, the Sens are about to start lobbying upper levels of government for some support. The Sens previously indicated building a new arena at LeBreton Flats could cost up to $1.5 billion. But both Sens owner, Michael Anlauer, and Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe have both said that they don't think the project should cost Ottawa taxpayers money.
In a dramatic twist, just days after Netflix announced it reached a deal to acquire Warner Brothers for over $72 billion, Paramount has swooped in with a hostile takeover bid for the company. Paramount says it is going straight to shareholders with a better offer than Netflix. However, the Paramount bid would also include Warner Brothers cable TV assets such as CNN, which the Netflix deal does not. The city and the federal government are teaming up to help fast-track the construction of 3,000 module homes in the area. The deal is a $400 million investment to build homes on both federal and municipal land. The city will reduce or waive development charges, permit fees, and property taxes on priority projects.
If you think about all the federal land that we have in our city, there's a huge opportunity to take that land and instead of it sitting empty, to turn it into affordable housing. So it's not a cost, it's an investment, and it's an investment in affordable housing.
It's not exactly clear where these affordable homes will be built in the city, but Mayor Sutcliffe says a report will be going to City Council in the new year with more details. The Prime Minister says this deal is a model for how they intend to build across the country.
Ottawa police are looking for witnesses after an investigation into criminal harassment in Bill's Corners. Police say since July, posters targeting a female victim have been posted throughout a neighborhood near Moody Drive and Tyrell Place. A search warrant was executed earlier this month, and officers arrested and charged 46-year-old John Violette. Investigators believe there could be other victims and witnesses and are asking anyone with information to please contact them.
Thousands of dog owners gathered in Argentina to try and set a world record.
The event was called Golden Wave and was launched on social media to try and gather as many golden retrievers in one location as possible.
Air Bud Golden Receiver. No word yet on if they beat the record of 1,685, which was set in Vancouver.
Wow.
Even just that previous total is wild. That many golden retrievers specifically.
They're such beautiful dogs. They really are.
Cool. Look at all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Just
I
one
love dogs.
couple puppies on screen and we all sink. Yeah.
The only sad thing is I just want to pet them.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pets. They
It
break
is,
that record.
absolutely.
A lot of treats.
Well, we are off to a cold start this morning, so if you're walking the dog, make sure you're bundled up because it is a chilly start to your day. Into your afternoon, some sunshine, a few flurries, and then snow on the way tonight and into your day tomorrow. So cold today and then snowy over the next few days. Right now, -22 with the wind chill, feels closer to -27 this hour. So definitely a chilly start to your day. Make sure you bundle up if you're heading outside, especially for kids waiting for the school bus early this morning. -10 currently in Kingston, -13 in Trenton, -18 right now in Montreal. So we are seeing a bit of sunshine to start off your day. We will see a mix of sun and cloud. A chance of these scattered flurries, these light scattered flurries into the afternoon today. And then tonight is when the snow starts. Sometime around supper time, around 6, 7 p.m. is when we could start to see that snow. 2 up to 4 centimeters tonight. We could see some drizzle overnight and early tomorrow morning as well. Then most of the heavy snow starting late tomorrow morning into your afternoon. So the drive home tomorrow will definitely be impacted. So will the drive tomorrow morning. We will see some slipperier conditions. But tomorrow, Wednesday, we're expecting 10 upwards of 15 centimeters of snow. So I'm sure the ski hills are embracing. Temperatures will be a bit milder tomorrow. All this fresh powder for the slopes, but unfortunately, at least it won't be overly cold this afternoon into your day tomorrow as well. For recess today, cold start to your morning, so your morning recess a little bit chillier, but then into the afternoon, not so bad. Temperatures reaching a daytime high, -5 later on today. We'll feel closer to -10, and yes, there's still a chance of some light scattered flurries into the afternoon, but still a little bit of sunshine for today as well. Overnight, temperatures holding steady around -7. Into your day tomorrow, it's our mild day. Very seasonal conditions for tomorrow. All that snow up to 15 centimeters. -2 is the daytime high. It will then get a little bit colder Thursday and through the weekend, below seasonal conditions. -5 for Friday with lots of sunshine.
On your roads at this hour, we do have a collision on the 417 eastbound at Bronson that has left the left shoulder and left lane closed. We also have a collision on the 417 westbound at Riverside that has the right lane closed. Then 417 eastbound, moderate slowdowns between Richmond and Woodruff. Focusing on the 174 westbound slowdowns between Jeanne d'Arc and Montreal. So on your Tuesday morning commute, just leave yourself a little extra time with all the detours and kind of delays this morning. We are cruising up to about 7:40, so it is at that time we're starting to see the traffic start to build up. Melissa, over to you.
Traffic brought to you by Presler Injury Lawyers. 1-800-JUSTICE.
Well, the holiday season is just around the corner. We know a lot of questions pop up about holiday etiquette. So lifestyle expert Christian Dare is here to show us the holidays and holidon'ts this season. Good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I thought let's make it a fun game because there's so many things going on that we don't know the rules, right?
It's true.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions and you're going to tell us if it's a holiday.
Yay, that's me.
A smiley face or a wah holidon't.
I want to know how you got a sad face of Will. I didn't know that existed.
It doesn't. I had to make a special request. It was a special sad selfie, which I think he was bothered to send, but he sent it for me anyways.
I'm like, I didn't know that existed on the internet, but it does now.
So first question.
Okay.
Holiday or holidon't? Should you serve a signature cocktail at your party?
Yes.
Holiday. And
Holiday.
we say do this because it makes your life so much easier. You can have a signature cocktail.
Okay.
So my go-to signature cocktail for the holiday season is the espresso martini. They're delicious. They're very on trend right now. And I always say make it with Grey Goose vodka.
Okay.
So I don't know. My choice of Grey Goose vodka is because it's clean. I love about it. It's literally made with French wheat and French spring water. And that's it.
Okay.
So it's pure. It's flavorful. It makes a beautiful espresso martini cocktail. So you throw in all the ingredients. You shake it all up.
Yep.
And then once you pour it on, usually you've got lots of great foam on top, but we've kind of made them earlier. And then they always say add three little coffee beans because they are for good luck, the 3 coffee beans.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I love that little tidbit.
So it makes a great one with the Grey Goose, so delicious and easy for the fall,
It makes
right?
it easy, exactly. I love that. Okay,
so
what's the next one?
Holiday or holidon't? Should you show up empty-handed to a holiday party?
Holidon't.
Definitely holidon't. So it's always great to bring sort of a fun, really sort of host and hostess game. So I brought a whole bunch of them from Marshall's.
Okay.
They've got great options there right now. So everything from like a great tea gift to I love this little puzzle for your bottle of wine.
Tell me more about this.
So it's like everyone loves to bring a bottle of wine.
Right.
So why not put it in a puzzle that they need to figure out to be able to drink that wine?
I love that idea.
Right?
That
so it's
is
a really
so
fun
classic.
game. They've got great games and books. Also, I got these 12 sets of plates for only $24. So it's the 12 days of Christmas, and then of course a karaoke machine, which we will play with later.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
But all from Marshalls, so lots of great prices for the holidays.
Okay, perfect. I love that. I'm doing good.
Going over your $30 gift limit at a holiday Secret Santa. How do or how don't?
Oh, I'm gonna say it's okay if you go a little over.
It's a don't.
It's a don't. Okay.
I say follow the rules.
All right.
And then this is my trick. I go to HomeSense. They have so many great options that are under the $30 mark, so no one will believe you only spent $30. So I got this great cocktail set. It was actually $24.99. Great. This great Bluetooth speaker, which everyone needs at the office, $19.99.
Stop it right now.
Yeah, so it's very
That's
chic,
wild.
great. They've got things for everybody, right? So you can definitely stay within those limits. So it's
Okay,
a
I
don't.
love that. That's a don't. Okay.
Swapping out the name tags at Christmas dinner, like your place settings, a do or a don't.
I'm gonna say a don't.
That's right, it's a don't. So I love it. I actually went to a party recently.
Yes.
And she purposely put people not with their partner so you would make new friends.
I like that idea.
What I love to do is they've often spent a lot of time setting their Christmas table. So I actually set us a Christmas table, a holiday party.
Cute.
I got all this from Shein. So I think everyone thinks of Shein as just clothing, but they've got a great lifestyle section for great affordable stuff. So I recreated one of the big trends right now is Ralph Lauren Christmas.
Yes,
it's been
it is.
everywhere.
It's true.
So you can literally get that on-trend designer look for a whole lot less from Shein, which is great.
Okay, we have to go quickly because we're out of time.
Oh, one last one?
One last one.
One last one. So should you give away your leftovers from holiday dinner?
Holiday.
I say it's a holiday don't because what you can
holiday-don't.
do if you've got this great Hamilton Beach waffle maker is you can make leftover brunch the next day for Christmas. I grabbed it at Walmart. It's on sale right now, so you can make these beautiful, great waffles for the morning with all your leftovers.
Oh my God, that's such a great idea. Okay,
Right, so
don't
keep
give
those
away
leftovers.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us the holidays and holidon'ts of the holiday season.
Happy holidays,
Are we
and don't
gonna-
do any holidon'ts.
We're gonna play a little karaoke just to end things
Oh,
off.
we could do a little karaoke.
What do we do? Push button? Does this
Push
work?
the button. It's on already.
Oh, push what button? This one? Oh.
Hello, hello.
Oh, that is intense. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care
about the presents underneath the Christmas tree.
I just want you for my own.
Rosie, over to you.
More than you could ever know.
Morning, Ottawa. Oh, this is so good. The Bank of Canada is set to make its next interest rate announcement tomorrow. You guys can keep singing. We'll find out what we can expect from Frank Napolitano with Mortgage Brokers Ottawa. Frank is standing by in the CTV Your Morning Ottawa Lazy Boy Lounge. He's coming up just after the break. Here's a live look through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam. We'll be right back after this short break. Good morning, Ottawa. Welcome back to CTV, Your Morning Ottawa. Now, tomorrow, the Bank of Canada is set to make its next interest rate announcement. So we want to know what that interest rate announcement will be and how it will affect you. Well, here to answer some of those questions, Frank Napolitano from Mortgage Brokers Ottawa. Good morning to you,
Good
Frank.
morning.
Okay,
Good morning.
so this is the last Bank of Canada announcement, interest rate announcement of the year.
Yes.
What are you thinking?
Well, we've had 4 decreases this year, so that's 8 announcements this year, 50%, unfortunately. So 50% of them are going to be the decrease. Unfortunately, tomorrow, we're going to stand pat. We saw a very, very robust employment report that come out last Friday. But Tiff Macklem, nonetheless, the Bank of Canada governor, still mentioned in October in his last rate announcement, he goes, I've done my part now. We're at a neutral rate. It's time for the government and everybody else to do their part. I'm not convinced that everybody else is going to be able to do their part. I do think the economy might hit some shaky ground. The employment reports, the last 3 have been fantastic on the part-time side.
Yes.
Not so good on the full-time side. So we'll see how that translates in January, February, when really the seasonal jobs potentially disappear.
Okay, so the past 4 announcements have been lower interest rates.
Pretty well, yeah, most of them, yeah.
Right.
We've had 2 in the first half and then 2 in the second half.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how has that affected the housing real estate market, in your opinion?
Well, it's helped, I think, people who have adjustable rate mortgages or variable rate mortgages certainly helped them. They've seen their payments come down. I think it's given some hope to first-time home buyers, young Canadians who aspire to become homeowners, maybe in 2026, or at least we're seeing a little bit of lower interest rates. Prices of homes are still too expensive. Prices of everything else around us is too expensive. So I think the Bank of Canada still needs to do a little bit more. You know, we'd like to see another 0.25% drop come the spring. And if we can get that, then I think it'll spur some first-time home buyers to get back in the market and get the real estate market really going.
Okay, so your take on tomorrow, you believe that the rates will remain the same?
In Canada.
In Canada.
I think in the U.S., U.S. Treasury is likely to drop a 0.25 point.
Okay.
But we've been far ahead of them as far as the drops are concerned, so they're just in catch-up mode now.
Frank Napolitano, Mortgage Brokers Ottawa, thank you so much for stopping by. I think this is our last. No, we got another one next week.
I'm in next week.
Good, good, good. Well, I'll say Merry Christmas to you then next week. All right, thanks so much. Melissa, over to you.
Coming up on Your Morning Ottawa, have a stress-free season this Christmas. Lifestyle expert Afia Francisco has some ideas for making the season merry without the extra anxiety. We'll have that coming up next. Holidays are meant to sparkle, but between parties, gifting, and family photos, the season can leave anyone feeling a little overwhelmed. So lifestyle expert Afia Francisco is bringing back the ease with an edit grounded in polish, practicality, and a little bit of paradise. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Melissa. Thank you for having me.
I was so excited to have you here because we all know the holidays can feel a little overwhelming. So how do you create ease during this busy season?
You said it, Melissa. You know what? It's all about alleviating yourself from unnecessary stress. So where you can, I'm going to suggest that you delegate. I suggest that you remove the pressure from yourself and lean into things that are being done for you. So for example, I'm talking about an outfit, for example, from Marshall's, a great look that can take you from day to night. It doesn't have to cost a lot. And instead of trying to reinvent the wheel every event, I'm going to suggest lean on a couple outfits that you know look good on you, you know that you're comfortable in, and circulate those throughout the season. We don't have to change our outfit every single time. This was from Marshall. It's a great opportunity to gift, like we saw there, that wonderful cashmere, or gift yourself and alleviate yourself from that stress.
I love it. Okay, let's talk about beauty. How do you get that go-to glowing skin?
So similarly, I love these Elizabeth Arden hyaluronic acid and ceramide and peptide ceramide capsules. And what I love about them, you can see there, they just look sweet, so that's a bonus. But each little capsule is the perfect measurement of what you need, so you don't have to think about that. It's a reimagined formula, so there's 80% more hyaluronic acid, and that's firming and plumping and hydrating. All the things that you need from multiple products condensed into the one. So right there, you're gonna get that beautiful skin with minimal effort.
Let's talk about how you can add sparkle with some jewelry.
Yes, okay, this one is one of my favorites. This is from Canadian label Blue Boho, and I recently spent some time in St. Kitts, which is a beautiful country I did not know much about. The topography is just stunningly gorgeous, and you can see that she's really kind of encapsulated that vibe here with the jewelry and a collaboration with them. These are meant to be like talisman journey pieces, so a beautiful gift for the traveler in your life, inspired by the beauty of St. Kitts. And speaking of ease, when you're there, it's just a sense of ease, the entire environment, and it's not unproductive ease, because there's beautiful things like wellness and yoga and hiking and all those things, but it's just a phenomenal way to just relax and unwind. And if you can't get there, well, those jewelry pieces have a little bit of that magic for you.
I love that little tip for us. Okay, we only have about a minute left, so what are some last-minute tips you have for us this holiday season?
I would suggest, again, just really taking it easy on yourself. You know, if you love that Martha Stewart vibe and that brings you joy, then I would say do that, because that's going to fill your cup. But if that's something that creates anxiety for you and you feel stretched and overwhelmed with all the quote-unquote responsibilities that maybe we've added onto ourselves, take it down a notch and just see where it is that you can alleviate yourself of that. So whether that's, again, coming up with a capsule wardrobe for the season, you know, leaning on some special memories from your vacation that we saw from St. Kitts, or, you know, indulging in some beautiful cashmere that's luxury, but not at a luxury price point. These are just subtle ways that you're going to get through the season with ease, less stress, and actually you might enjoy it.
I love that advice for us. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, it is time for your milestone celebrations on this Tuesday, December 9th. We got a happy 10th birthday to Levy. Have an awesome day. Love Mommy, Daddy, Brady, Kona, and Baz. Look at that shot, too, with the ocean waves in the back. Maybe the ocean, maybe not the ocean as well. We don't really know. If you have a milestone, we want you to celebrate it with us. Send us your birthday announcements for kids turning 13 and under or 100 or more. Also celebrating wedding anniversaries for those celebrating 50 years or more. All you got to do, email us your Morning Ottawa milestones at ctv.ca. And if you send it in, it will be announced. And that will be on air on our show. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
It's Tuesday, December 9th.
There will likely be different levels of return depending on seniority, depending on role, and obviously depending on capacity.
More questions from the public service as Prime Minister Carney makes new comments about a leaked return to office plan for federal government workers.
A carbon monoxide leak at TD Place forces the Ottawa Charge to cancel their practice. The latest on repairs at the arena.
And I'm paying a visit to Greeley Elementary, where they are building a huge toy mountain. Your Morning Ottawa continues right now.
Good morning. Thanks so much for starting off your day with us. I'm Rosie Edna.
Yeah, happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm Willie Yellow.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
It's so great to visit the little schools across Toy Mountain. You were at a school last week. I was at a school this week, and it's so great getting the youth involved in a program that's so important.
I have a question. So you were at Greeley.
Yeah.
I want to know who had more energy, Will or those kids? And I don't know. I think it'd be real close.
Ooh, yeah,
I think it'd be real close.
I think the principal was giving me a look like, do I need to put you in the hall?
I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun to see.
Oh, it'll be a fun one. We'll get to our news headlines. There is more uncertainty for federal public servants in the capital, with many already concerned about upcoming layoffs. The Prime Minister now says the hybrid work model could come to an end.
There will likely be different levels of return depending on seniority, depending on role, and obviously depending on capacity.
Last week, reports came out that the Treasury Board is considering a full-time return to the office starting in January. Since then, unions say that they have been trying to get answers from the government to no avail.
Why would this not be first introduced with a conversation with your own employees or the staff unions that represent them? Why is it being done at a private business event? That makes no sense unless it's politically motivated.
Workers say there are already issues with office space, with employees being shuffled around from one workstation to another, leading to questions about how the government will even be able to accommodate a full-time return to in-person work.
An Ottawa man says he was embarrassed and humiliated after he was accused of shoplifting at a local Farm Boy store. Shadi Zekri believes a bulge from a hernia drew attention, but wonders if other factors were at play.
I think it was a combination of they saw the bulge, so they assumed there was something there. Saw the bulge, saw my skin color, saw the way I was dressed.
He says he entered the train yards location last month, but was stopped by 2 employees when he went to leave. At the time, Zekri had a large bulge from a hernia that has since been removed. He says staff asked what he had under his jacket that he didn't pay for. In a statement, Farm Boy says it's working to address the unfortunate situation directly with Zekri, and that while staff did not request he lift his shirt, his experience did not live up to Farm Boy's standards, and we have reinforced the proper protocols with our store team.
When it comes to the new arena at LeBreton Flats, the Sens are about to start lobbying upper levels of government for support. The Sens previously indicated building a new arena at LeBreton Flats could cost up to $1.5 billion. But both Sens owner Michael Andlauer and Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe have said that they don't think the project should cost Ottawa taxpayers money. The Ottawa Sports and Entertainment Group is investigating a carbon monoxide leak at TD Place. The emergency repairs at the arena forced the Ottawa Charge to cancel yesterday's practice. Crews are still working to find the source of the leak, and no related illnesses have been reported.
You may want to get a good look at the Peace Tower while you still can, because it will soon be covered up. The next phase of the center block rehabilitation project includes building steel scaffolding around the entire 92-meter tall tower, so crews can work on repairing stonework, replacing windows, and restoring sculptures. The steel frame is set to be installed in the spring, with the project set to be completed around 2031. The Liberals are expected to vote against a Conservative motion to support a new pipeline today.
The Prime Minister claims to have changed his mind in a recent MOU. So will he be able to change the minds of fellow Liberals and vote for his own MOU and allow a pipeline to the Pacific?
The Conservatives plan to put forward the non-binding motion today. It'll call for support for one or more pipelines to export at least 1 million barrels of bitumen a day from Alberta to BC coast. The motion is intended to mirror the wording of Ottawa's energy deal with Alberta, but a source tells CTV News the motion also ignores other critical areas of the Memorandum of Understanding, like climate requirements and First Nations co-ownership. That's why the Liberals plan to vote against it.
Ottawa police are looking for witnesses after an investigation into criminal harassment in Bell's Corners. Police say since July, posters targeting a female victim have been posted throughout a neighborhood near Moody Drive and Tyrell Place. A search warrant was executed earlier this month, and officers arrested and charged 46-year-old John Violette. Investigators believe there could be other victims and witnesses and are asking anyone with information to contact them.
The City of Ottawa and the Ontario government are partnering with Habitat for Humanity to build affordable housing in Nepean. The plan is to build 33 modular homes at 40 Beechcliff Street near the intersection of Woodruff and Knoxdale. The local and provincial governments are investing $10 million in this project. The province says the homes will have 3 to 4 bedrooms and will require no down payment. Mortgage payments will also be geared to household income. Construction is set to begin soon, and families could start moving in as early as 2027.
Model and reality star Kendall Jenner is all about adding vintage flair to her home.
We are in the living room now. I worked with Heidi Collier on this house, and I feel like one of the first things I said to her was I really wanted like grandma chic. A lot of the books in the house I've like personally had found.
So Kendall Jenner is the latest guest on the Architectural Digest's Open Door series. We get a glimpse inside her mountain-style home.
Her getaway retreat is located in Wyoming, big sky country. She purchased the property 5 years ago and has completely redesigned the space.
Wow.
Look at that house.
I mean, it is stunning.
Looks very nice.
What you could do if you have millions of dollars.
I know,
right?
I was going to say, imagine unlimited funds to be able to change your entire home. If you had unlimited funds, what would be the first thing you'd change in the home?
My kitchen.
Kitchen.
Yeah, go right to the kitchen. We kind of fell into this thing where when we bought our house, a lot of the stock was out with our kitchen, so we just kind of did the basics.
Got it.
And it just wasn't what I envisioned when I pictured my home. So it's a project.
A new kitchen on the list, yes.
It's been on the list for 5 years.
It's still on there.
Still on the list, yes. Still on the list of many things that we got to do. It is cold start to your day, minus 20. My goodness, does feel closer to minus 27 with that wind chill. So very chilly start to your day. We're seeing some clouds out there this morning, a little bit of sunshine on the way into the afternoon as well. Chance of scattered flurries for us today, and then snow starting tonight. It looks like between 6 and 7 p.m. when we could start to see some snow, about 2 to 4 centimeters in the forecast for tonight. A chance of some drizzle in the overnight as well. So we could see a little bit of drizzle, messy road conditions tomorrow morning as you head to work. We could see some drizzle and some fresh snow. And then the bulk of the snow is really going to happen tomorrow, mainly into the afternoon. We're expecting 10 upwards of 15 centimeters of snow. This is at 8 p.m. and you can still see it's a little bit dark purple. So we're expecting it to snow most of the day tomorrow, kind of off and on, starting in the afternoon, continuing into the evening. So your drive home tomorrow night definitely will be impacted by this system. It will gradually start to taper off then into the overnight Wednesday and early Thursday morning. Still some flurries possible, but because we'll be cleaning out from this system, likely road conditions will still be a little bit slick Thursday morning as well. Temps today, not so bad. A great day to get outside. Minus 5 is your high. We'll feel closer to minus 10 later on this afternoon. Slightly warmer for Kingston Trenton area, sitting at minus 1 for the daytime high. Out in the Seaway, minus 5 is the afternoon high. Minus 10 for your day in Mont Tremblant. So here's a look at the conditions over the next few days. days. A bit snowy and a bit colder as well. -5 for today. Again, 2 to 4 centimeters tonight. Chance of that drizzle in the overnight as well and early tomorrow morning. Not so bad for tomorrow. Very mild day and the mildest day we will see this week. Very average conditions. -2 for tomorrow, but upwards of 15 centimeters of snow for tomorrow. Thursday and through Friday, colder conditions on the way. Chance of scattered flurries for Thursday, but the sun will be shining for our food drive on Friday. On your roads this morning, the 417 eastbound is very heavy, and we're seeing delays between Moody and Pinecrest. Major delays as well between Maitland and Bronson. 174, 417, we're seeing heavy delays between Hunt Club and Nicholas. And the 174, we're also seeing heavy volume between Orleans Boulevard and Montreal Road. And it looks like there is a collision still on the 417 eastbound from Bronson to Kent Street. There's a collision in the left lane and left shoulder is closed. On the left shoulder, the left lane is closed. Also, Highway 417 westbound from Belfast to Vanier Parkway, there's another collision. The right lane and right shoulder are also closed this morning.
Thanks, Melissa. Well, Ottawa, get ready to jingle and glow. We are giving you the chance to win an amazing gift basket valued at $150 plus a Supreme Day package at Holt Spa. This timeless classic includes a European facial, aromatherapy, massage, signature, manicure and pedicure, and so much more. It's the ultimate relaxation experience courtesy of Holt Spa. Enter now on our contest page. That's at ctvottawa.ca. Good luck to all. And coming up next on Your Morning Ottawa, I paid a visit to Greeley Elementary, where they are building a giant toy mountain. How you can help make sure no kid in Ottawa goes without a toy this Christmas is coming up just ahead. I love these stories. Taking a peek outside through our Centennial Glass Sky Cam and feeling a little festive with that snowfall. And Melissa letting us know more is on the way. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Toy Mountain with CTV continues to move through in the coming weeks, and the youth are getting involved, so we visited some different schools. All right, everybody, we are continuing to highlight Toy Mountain today. We are at Greeley Elementary School. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And we are feeling festive. We are having some fun. We are joined by Jamie. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I think it's so wonderful having all the students involved in this. Tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing here at the school.
So far, we have started with our kindness bulletin board. So we have students' names written down on holiday lights and an act of kindness that they have done towards another student.
And it's so great. How has the response been from the students so far? Because it's such a wonderful program with the Salvation Army, having everyone get involved. What's it been like so far?
It's been really fun and it's been really exciting. We have lots of kids coming in and looking at the toy collection bin and asking really interesting questions.
And why do you find it's important to have all the students understand that, you know, so many kids wake up each and every day on Christmas, year after year, not having that gift? Why do you find it important to be involved?
Just so that it's a way that we can show the kids that even though we are a small area, a small school, that we can still make a big impact.
And I love the calendar. What are some of the things that we're asking the students to do?
So really simple things like smiling at a friend, holding a door, helping someone tie a shoe, sharing your outdoor equipment.
And I love this calendar. I need some help here. What are some of the things that are on this calendar?
Tell someone that they are being a good friend or a teammate.
And another one?
Be a good listener when someone is talking.
And Laura, this is so great. Laura joining me from the Salvation Army, because the kindness climb, getting the kids involved. Why is this collaboration so important between the Salvation Army and our local schools?
Partnering with the schools is such a wonderful opportunity to teach children the importance of generosity, of sharing what they can with those in their community, and really teaching them when they are young the importance of making a difference in the world around them.
And I think it is so great instilling that at a young age, having them get the understanding of how important it is to have that Christmas gift for those not fortunate enough to have them. And year after year, you're seeing the demand grow. So how important is it to have these campaigns for those children?
It's so important to see, I think, children helping children, because you're right, there are a lot of families that are coming to the Salvation Army this time of year and they're struggling. They're wondering how they're going to put toys under the tree for Christmas morning. And with these children really stepping up and donating toys, they're going to ensure that every child in our community experiences just that, toys under the tree on Christmas and the magic of the season.
It is magical too, and you know, each and every year there is a specific age group or certain toys that we're looking for. So how can people get involved, and what are you really looking for this year?
Absolutely. We are still looking for predominantly toys for ages 7 to 12. So if you're going to go out and pick up a toy for Toy Mountain, that's the age we're looking for. You can bring a new unwrapped toy, drop it off at any of our CTV Toy Mountain locations across the city. To find out what those locations are, you can visit toymountain.ca.
It's so amazing here at Greeley Elementary School. But before we let you go, we wanted to say one thing first.
Happy holidays!
So amazing. Well, coming up, your child's picture with Santa will surely be sent in the family group chat. We all have one. So today, we help you find the perfect outfit for that special moment amongst the entire outside. The sky came on George Street and a little chilly out there, so just bundle up with snowfall to come in the next couple of days. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
'Tis the season to lend a helping hand, Ottawa.
Join us for the CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive on Friday, December 12th. We're teaming up with the Ottawa Food Bank to help our neighbors this holiday season.
Drop off your non-perishable food items at 87 George Street or make a monetary donation, allowing the Ottawa Food Bank to buy what's needed most when it's needed.
CTV Your Morning Ottawa Food Drive, December 12th, proudly sponsored by Doyle Saluski.
The Davidson family believes that every child deserves a toy on Christmas morning.
Drop off your new unwrapped gifts at any of our 11 Davidson locations.
The Davidson family and Toy Mountain, helping families this holiday season.
It's the time of the year where parents are scrambling for the perfect outfit ahead of Santa's visit. Choosing the right look can make the experience fun, comfortable, and picture perfect. So joining us today, we have Ronia Rashid. She's the owner of Milan Kids Boutique. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I love that
Thanks
you're going to
for
help us
having
out
me.
today. We're excited to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about your boutique.
So it's a kids concept store located on 1142 Bank Street. I started it 3 years ago, and it's been going really well. There's not many stores for kids in Ottawa, so
it's true.
Yeah.
And you have really nice specialized items as well.
Thank you. We bring a lot of things that are organic cotton, natural fabric, a lot of European brands, which really works for the city.
I love it. And we have some beautiful elements here today. Tell us what we're seeing for Santa photos, because of course we got to stay on trend this holiday season.
So going for festive colors, the holiday tones, we have a lot of reds and greens.
So cute.
So we can see here we have a wool sweater, and we layered it with a beautiful gingham dress.
Beautiful.
You can mix and match. You can do cute pants
Oh my
instead.
goodness, those are so sweet with the little ruffle at the bottom.
So sweet. We have a one piece for younger kids.
Oh, look at the little hollies.
So neutral, but still giving holiday vibes.
I love that.
We have a beautiful dress here. Again, the gingham pattern with the beautiful collar.
So cute and so soft. You can tell these are really high quality materials.
Beautiful,
as
100%
well.
organic cotton. A bit of a vintage look to it with the smocking details. I have to show you this one.
That is so sweet.
The sweetest pieces. And then if we're going for a casual look, we can always just do a top and bottom.
Yeah, still with a little bit of green in there.
Exactly.
And really good quality. Like this is really nice
and
material.
fleeced. So comfy for kids.
Inside. Okay, beautiful. You do have some cozier pieces as well, because maybe you're taking some outdoor photos.
For outdoor photos, I really like going for wool sweaters, and to make sure kids are comfortable, we're always trying to do elasticated waistbands.
Oh, I love that.
No buttons, no zippers, and for
make it comfy.
Yes, and for layering, for outdoor, we always like to go for merino wool cardigan.
I want this in my size. It's so beautiful. It's neutral and it's so
beautiful
soft.
German brand, very nice and warm.
Cute.
Maybe avoiding bulkier jackets. So,
Cute. So some really cute prints for the guys. Look at this.
Little vest moment here.
Little Argyle
really
sweater for vest for the guys. That's so sweet.
Again, for younger children, maybe a little bit more quirkier.
cute.
look. Again, fleeced, cotton, and with corduroy pants will complete the look.
And what sizes of clothes do you have? Because these are really tiny.
Yes, I go 0 to 6 years.
0 to
really
6.
When you're still in control a little bit.
When you still get to style them.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay, now let's talk about accessories. My daughter is all about all the accessories all the time.
Yeah, for kids who love a little bit more sparkle and glitters, going for a festive bow.
And bows are all the rage this holiday season. Everybody wants the bow.
A look, oversized bow and some colorful hair clips.
So cute.
You can always do tights under dresses and rompers. Like this look is beautiful.
A romper with the tights.
Yep.
That's so cute.
And some quirky hats as well. Wool one here.
Look at this little hat.
And these are all things you can wear all year round. Like, it still gives you some holiday vibes, but it's not necessarily just a one-day outfit.
Stop it right now. This is like the cutest little thing I've seen in so long.
The little pom-pom.
Bringing back some memories when my kids used to be this tiny.
I'm sure.
And I feel like if I got these for my daughter, it would be something that I would maybe steal from her to put into my own wardrobe.
It works out.
Beautiful. And where can people find you?
We are on 1142 Bank Street, 5 days a week. We're also online shop.
Great.
On Instagram as well. Milan Kids Boutique.
Yeah. Milan Kids Boutique for all your holiday festive looks. Thank you so much for joining us today, Ronia. Rosie, over to you.
Thank you for that, Melissa. A brand new sandwich shop has opened up in Constance Bay where the food is made from scratch. That is just ahead. You can see right there our guests. They're getting ready in Your Morning Ottawa Delorier Kitchen. We'll be right back there as well, chatting with them. We'll be right back with so much more. Here's a live look through our sky cam. You're watching Your Morning Ottawa. Come on in. I'm Rosie Edda.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm Will Aiello.
And I'm Melissa Lamb.
I was just speaking with our guest in the Your Morning Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Scratch Sandwich. And there was a tie-in to when I was in Sudbury. And he was involved in a restaurant, which was my favorite restaurant in Sudbury.
Okay.
Brought my brother, my best friends, my dad too. And now he's a part of what you'll be tasting today as well. So it is going to be very good. I put all of my trust in it.
Okay, because I saw you chatting to him. I was like, hey, is Will trying to get a free sandwich?
Yeah.
You know, what's going on here? But
Save
now
some
I know.
for me.
There you go.
Two things can be true at once, right?
There you go.
All right, right to our news headlines. New back to the office details for federal public workers were served up by the Prime Minister at the Mayor's breakfast, which isn't sitting well with major unions.
I'm just shocked that that is where he chose to announce it versus actually telling his employees or even contacting the unions.
Say workers already have enough on their plates as they worry about layoffs. And now they are questioning the future of hybrid work. The Prime Minister says to expect clarification in the weeks ahead.
We will be engaging with the public sector unions on the modalities of that, on the appropriate levels of that. We will come to a sharper view on it over the course of the next several weeks.
Mark Carney says there will likely be different levels of return depending on seniority, role, and capacity. It's another day of uncertainty for air transit passengers, with pilots ready to walk off the job tomorrow.
A little bit nervous, but I'm hoping everything will be okay and we'll be home next Monday.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not really much we can do about it.
The airline is preparing to wind down operations ahead of the possible strike. It had said it would be suspending all service today. However, that has not happened yet. 6 flights have been canceled so far. Negotiations between the two sides started nearly 1 year ago. The pilots want better pay, better working conditions, and job security.
The Liberals are expected to vote against a Conservative motion to support a new pipeline today.
The Prime Minister claims to have changed his mind in a recent MOU. So will he be able to change the minds of fellow Liberals and vote for his own MOU and allow a pipeline to the Pacific?
The Conservatives plan to put forward the non-binding motion today. It will call for support for one or more pipelines to export at least 1 million barrels of bitumen a day from Alberta to the BC coast. The motion is intended to mirror the wording of Ottawa's energy deal with Alberta. But a source tells CTV News the motion also ignores other critical areas of the Memorandum of Understanding, like climate requirements and First Nations co-ownership. That's why the Liberals plan to vote against it.
When it comes to a new arena at LeBreton Flats, the Sens are about to start lobbying upper levels of government for support. The Sens previously indicated building a new arena at LeBreton Flats could cost up to $1.5 billion. But both Sens owner Michael Anlauer and Ottawa Mayor Mark Sutcliffe have said that they don't think the project should cost Ottawa taxpayers money.
The city and the federal government are teaming up to help fast-track the construction of 3,000 homes in the area. The deal is a $400 million investment to build homes on both federal and municipal land. The city will reduce or waive development charges, permit fees, and property taxes on priority projects.
If you think about all the federal land that we have in our city, there's a huge opportunity to take that land and instead of it sitting empty, to turn it into affordable housing. So it's not a cost, it's an investment, and it's an investment in affordable housing.
It's not exactly clear where these affordable homes will be built in the city, but Mayor Sutcliffe says a report will be going to City Council in the new year with more details. The Prime Minister says the deal is a model for how they intend to build across the country.
Ottawa police are looking for witnesses after an investigation into criminal harassment in Bell's Corners. Police say since July, posters targeting a female victim have been posted throughout a neighborhood near Moody Drive and Tyrell Place. A search warrant was executed earlier this month, and officers arrested and charged 46-year-old John Violette. Investigators believe there could be other victims and witnesses and are asking anyone with information to contact them.
You may want to get a good look at the Peace Tower while you still can, because it will soon be covered up. The next phase of the Center Block rehabilitation project includes building steel scaffolding around the entire 92-meter tall tower so crews can work on repairing stonework, replacing windows, and restoring sculptures. The steel frame is set to be installed in the spring, with the project set to be complete around 2031.
Margot Robbie is not just an actor, she knows also how to serve up signature cocktails.
Next, we're making a dark and stormy in honor of Wuthering Heights. We don't actually drink a dark and stormy in Wuthering Heights, but the name kind of evokes the mood of the book and the film. I also really like a dark and stormy, so here goes.
Robbie is the British Vogue cover star this month. In this Vogue series, she made quite a few drinks inspired from some of her favorite films. She actually used to bartend in Australia before landing roles in Hollywood.
And we will see her soon on the silver screen alongside Jacob Elordi for Wuthering Heights. It's out February 13th, and I always forget that she's from Australia.
Right?
I always forget because she rarely, in the roles that she plays, has her natural accent. She's usually an American. When she played Harlequin Quinn, she's just kind of a crazy, maniacal.
Barbie.
And then Barbie.
Wolf of Wall
I always
Street.
forget. Good for her.
So did I. It kind of caught me off guard when I heard her accent. I was like, oh, right, I forgot she's Australian too.
It's so amazing to see how they can alter their voices like that.
So cool.
And I want to know what her signature Barbie cocktail is. I'm gonna have to check that out.
You might find out.
I hope it's pink, and I'm sure it is. Temps right now sitting at -22. Does feel closer to -27 this morning. Our high today, -5. Of course, the sun is up. It will set at 4:19 p.m. today, and temperatures below seasonal still. We should be sitting at about -1.6 degrees, and we've actually warmed up a little bit now. We are sitting at -19 still. Feels like -24 with that wind chill. So still a chillier start to your day. We're seeing cloudier conditions this morning. Flurries possible into the afternoon. A little bit of sunshine today. So a little mixture of everything in the forecast for us on this Tuesday. And then snow tonight around 7 p.m., 7 p.m. is when we could start to see periods of light snow in the forecast, 2 to 4 centimeters this evening. Risk of some freezing drizzle overnight and early tomorrow morning as well. Then tomorrow, the real snow starting late in the morning, afternoon hours. We are expecting 10 upwards of 15 centimeters of snow, and you can see it will snow all the way Wednesday evening, heavy at times as well, and then kind of taper off into the overnight Thursday. So it should stop early Thursday morning. However, it's going to take us a while to dig out. So the drive home tomorrow will definitely be impacted, as well as the drive in Thursday morning. And even tomorrow morning could be a little bit slippery, as we are expecting some snow, and we could even see some of that freezing drizzle on your commute into work tomorrow. Temperatures reaching a daytime high of -5 this afternoon. Same within Cornwall, -4 in Bancroft, -1 is your high in Kingston. Colder in Kittigan Zibi, -9 is the daytime high for this afternoon. We'll feel closer for us here in Ottawa today to -10 with that wind chill in the forecast. Temperatures holding steady at -7 tonight. Tomorrow's our mildest day with a high of -2, so at least we'll get to be outside and play in all that fresh powder, and some good shoveling weather in the forecast for tomorrow, as it won't be overly cold throughout the afternoon. -9 is the overnight low. Colder for Thursday, -7 is the high. Cloudy conditions, then beautiful and sunny for Friday for our food drive. Temperatures will hover around -5 into the afternoon. The weekend is looking a little bit snowy and a little bit cold.
Weather brought to you by Yekendorf Rashid. Experience, knowledge, and a commitment to excellence.
The collisions we saw earlier this morning have both been cleared, but we're still dealing with heavy delays between Richmond and Maitland. Moderate delays between Maitland to Parkdale. 417 westbound, it's heavy between Walkley and Hunt Club. Heavy backups as well. The split in through Nicholas, and the 174 westbound, heavy delays from Orleans Boulevard through Montreal Road.
Here we are in the CTV Your Morning Ottawa Delorier kitchen, and a brand new sandwich shop has opened up in Constance Bay, where the food is made from scratch. Scratch Sandwich Shop with Pierre Barbeau. You are here. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing really well here. I see a little resemblance right
maybe,
here. That would be you, I think.
That'd be me.
Oh my goodness.
100%.
You just opened up, right?
Yes, we did last Tuesday.
That's really new.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's incredible, actually, beyond what I expected for sure. Yeah. So it's been so busy that we had to close on Sunday. We closed at 2 o'clock to catch up on prep.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, it's been great.
Congratulations. Scratch Sandwich Shop. What's on the menu?
Well, what we do is actually it's all house-made bread. So we bake everything in-house. We do cinnamon buns. We do our feature cookie here.
Come on.
Which is this size.
What is that?
Try it out. It's amazing. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of kind of a coarse salt on top. So I've got chocolate chips in there, butterscotch, score, and cream cheese tidbits in that guy. Yeah, so it's pretty good. So we do, some desserts.
Start with dessert first. There you go.
That's the way I do it,
really
100%.
special.
Yeah.
That's nice. And then, what else
so
do you have?
I brought a vegetarian sandwich, which is caramelized onions and cremini mushrooms finished with balsamic, and then wilted spinach and garlic on top. This goes on our pucha, which is that bun here on the press. Roasted red pepper soup, which is available every day, and I alternate the second soup. So we only offer soup and soup, salad, and sandwiches.
You know,
nothing deep fried.
Really, nothing beats a great soup and sandwich on a cold winter day. That is the perfect combination right there. And the fact that you make it all from scratch.
Yeah, everything.
This is really, why did you want to do it that way?
I've always done that way.
Really?
That way, yeah. So I've owned multiple restaurants.
Okay.
Started young. I built the first one at 24.
Oh.
And I was part of a chain for 17 years. And then when that ended, my brother and I actually started opening up restaurants. And so I always did all scratch.
Wonderful.
So this is one of my pizzas. So we also do what we call take and bake. So I've got a full freezer with all kinds of stuff. I've got pizzas, lasagnas, cabbage rolls, shepherd's pies, vegetarian and meat.
Take and bake.
Take and bake.
Are you going to make something for us?
Yeah, I'm going to make you a dirty soda.
Come on.
Dirty soda. It's the latest thing, actually. So I'm going to make what's called a sea breeze. Okay. So what we do here is I've got a Diet Dr. Pepper here. Sorry, Dr. Pepper Zero.
Little iced Diet
there we
Dr.
go.
Pepper.
All right. So this guy here is going to get a shot of coconut.
What?
Yeah.
A little bit of coconut in there?
Yeah, a little bit of coconut
I
for
like
sure.
that.
Now
Going
this
tropical?
this is actually in hiding here. I can't share what this is with you. All right. So we worked pretty hard on this guy. Like that. Now I'm going to finish it off. This is a cheater lime, but yeah, you know.
Yeah. No, that's
just
fine.
with a little
For
bit
here,
of
for tea.
lime,
That's
like
okay.
that. I'm going to put a lid on there for you.
Oh. Do you have fun creating these different
I
kinds of
absolutely love it.
sandwiches?
It's my favorite part of the business is actually, because I'm a chef, right? So I've always created all our menu items for all our restaurants.
Oh, my goodness.
It's nice. I was retired.
Really? And
I
then
retired
you
at
came back.
54.
You said, let's do this.
I got bored and my wife wanted me out of the house.
Get out the house. Scratch
Exactly.
sandwich shop in Constance Bay. You got here.
I've got a Cuban there.
Okay, Cuban.
On this one, and that's our famous meatball sandwich, actually.
Your famous
So
meatball sandwich.
all house made. So I make the actual pulled pork on the Cuban is smoked in house also.
Oh my goodness! What's your favorite?
My favorite?
Well, what's favorite on the menu? What do you find a lot
On
of
the
people
menu
come in?
is well, the most popular is probably between the Italian and the Cuban. So the Italian is big, and I based it basically out of a chain called Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
Which is one of the fastest growing chains right now. So we do like red wine vinegar on it and olive oil, and it's very, very good.
Oh, and so is this. What?
Yeah.
What's happening?
I know.
This is a
It's
treat.
quite the transformation, right?
Oh, wow. Isn't that great? You have a wonderful sandwich, soup, wipe it down, wash it down with this here.
Absolutely.
This is wonderful. Pierre Barbeau of Scratch Sandwich Shop in Constance Bay just opened up like days ago, doing great. Continued success. Have a blast this holiday season. The cookies are amazing. The sandwiches, the soups. Oh, cookies are walking away now. Oh, well. Yeah, thank you so much, Pierre. That's amazing. Now, if you know of a great chef or restaurant you think we should feature on the show, let us know. Email us, yourmorningottawa@ctv.ca. It's 8:43. There's a live look through our Centennial Glass Skycam. We're right back after this short break. Good morning, Ottawa.
If you're looking for some last-minute gift ideas with some glam, we have some ideas for you. Fashion and beauty expert Carly Ostroff is here with more. Good morning to you, Carly.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So excited to have you here. So let's start off with our skincare this year.
So when it comes to holiday hydration, you want to be using this Neutrogena Hydro Boost collection, starting with the Hydro Boost Gel Cream. They've totally packed it with hyaluronic acid, so it goes deep into the skin's surface layers to really give you maximum hydration, which is why I think it's a favorite of Canadian pop star Tate McRae. Speaking of favorites, I'm also loving the Hydro Boost Serum. It's been clinically proven to give 72 hours of hydration. And I chose the fragrance-free version because it's great even for sensitive skin types. And then another favorite, because it's hard to choose, is the Hydro Boost Hydrating Mask. This one's made from an 100% hydrogel material, so it's going to contour right to your face and really allow you to soak in all those amazing skincare benefits, like its clinically proven deep hydration.
All right, now that our skin is all nice and hydrated, how should we be prepping our hair this holiday season?
For holiday hair, whether you're styling for a party or gifting, you definitely don't want to sleep on this new OGX Bond Protein Repair Collection, starting with this Hair Hero, which is the Hydrating Mist. This one helps to repair and strengthen hair. It actually protects hair from heat damage up to 450 degrees without ever weighing it down. And that's thanks to this super even and continuous lightweight mist. The mist, of course, works best with the rest of the Bond Protein Repair Collection, which you can see really has everything that you need to cleanse, to condition, and style the hair. The red bottles make it even more perfect for the holidays, and you can shop it all at Shoppers Drug Mart. I'll just show you.
Oh, I love
How good is that?
Oh, that looks fantastic. Okay, last but not least, we need a good outfit.
You do. And if you really want your holiday looks and your gifts to stand out, then it's time to stop wondering and really start winning at Winners, which is the place to go this season to really stock up on your holiday gifts and those looks, where you're going to get those designer pieces, but at accessible price points that really just make holiday shopping feel like such a win. When you go in store, they've got some incredible things like cozy knits, great gift sets like designer bags. We've got winter accessories, and then this amazing holiday look that I pulled together. I know it looks super luxe, but I actually pulled it together for under $100, which just totally blew my mind. And every time you go to Winners, you know it's going to be a changing selection of product, but you'll always find those designer pieces without the premium price tags. And, you know, it is the season for joyful savings after all.
I love it. Thank you so much for helping us look glam this holiday season.
Anytime.
The federal government will be speaking with unions and providing details about public servants spending more time in the office in the coming weeks as rumors circulate about a new return to office directive for federal workers. Why don't we bring in Bill Carroll from the Morning Rush on News Talk 580 CFRA to hear what he has to say about this. Good morning to you, Bill.
Good morning. Well, it looks like there was some truth to those rumors after all, doesn't it? Because the Prime Minister saying, yeah, there's going to be more return to the office, but you know, it's going to be complicated. It'll be very specific. Not every worker is going to face the same number of days being required to come back to work. So, yeah, I've been hearing that rumor for a while. All of us have talked about it. The other one I keep hearing is that there had been some kind of internal study that showed the average worker was only coming to the office 1.5 days a week. Now, I haven't specifically confirmed that rumor, but the concerns seem to be, and if you talk to federal workers, they'll tell you this, that not many workers are actually there 3 or 4 days a week. Remember, they were given the option to come back 3 or 4 days. So who would choose 4 under those circumstances? So even the ones who are trying to come back for 3 days, I keep hearing, well, look, we tried, but we got there and there's no desk. There's no workspace. And the Prime Minister talked about that yesterday, the importance of making sure there was actually somewhere for people to come to work when they got to the office. So clearly, this government is making a move very soon about getting workers back to the office more often. I think the mayor talked a little bit about it yesterday. He had a meeting with the Prime Minister, and he seems to be a little bit excited about getting more federal workers downtown to increase business in the downtown core. And the city is already working on a plan to make sure that our transit system can handle the influx. So it looks like it's coming. Now, will the government have the guts to actually enforce it and bring them back to work? I guess we'll see. Only time will answer that question for us.
And Bill, as you said, it sounds like it all depends on position and seniority, and certain people will be asked to come back full time and certain people won't. So we'll have to wait and see, like you said, Bill. Thank you so much.
You guys have a good day.
You too. Remember, you can listen to The Morning Rush with Bill Carroll on News Talk 580 CFRA weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m.
The magic of the holidays is here, and this year the need is greater than ever.
Let's ensure every child in our community feels the joy with CTV and Move 100's Toy Mountain.
Together with the Salvation Army, we can help spread cheer and make a child's wish come true.
Drop off any new unwrapped toy to the designated drop-off locations or make a monetary donation online.
For all the details, visit toymountain.ca, presented by Donnelly Automotive Group.
The National Capital Region is jam-packed with incredible experiences you don't want to miss. Hey, I'm Sanaya Taylor, your iHeartRadio Weekender, powered by Barrhaven Ford. Get the inside scoop on all the biggest and best events every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday on CTV, Move 100, Pure Country 94, TSN 1200, and News Talk 580 CFRA. iHeartRadio Weekenders is powered by Barrhaven Ford, Ottawa's newest and largest Ford dealership, and Ontario's #1 Ford EV dealer.
Coming up tomorrow, the Canadian Blood Services has issued an urgent plea for plasma donors. We will learn more about how you can help before the holidays. A group of local kids has founded its own cotton candy company. We're going to tell you more about Flufforia. And we are paging Dr. Paul to talk about safety tips this Christmas to make sure the whole family has a happy holiday.
I love that. I gotta ask you, okay, so I was kind of pumping it up through the show. Scratch Sandwich Shop. How was it? Did you taste a little bit of the food?
So, love the dirty soda. Love that. And I had his, what is it? Red pepper soup. Ooh. And it was so good. So I didn't get to the sandwich, or else, you know, got a white shirt. Don't want it to be all over. So I didn't get to the sandwich
Risky.
yet. But everything was amazing. The soup, the soda. So next up is the sandwich, and what a lovely guy too.
Yeah.
So
I know.
really nice.
I love that.
Yeah,
So fantastic.
and you know what else I love? I love the fact that he said he was retired, but his wife said, "Get out the house, leave, go do something," and he went, "Okay, I'll open this sandwich shop."
So cute.
Yeah, exactly.
I love
So
that too. In a nice suburban area too. He's in Constance Bay where it is, so it's a little bit of a trek, but I think it's well worth it.
And get ready for some snow tonight. 2 to
boy.
4 centimeters. Could see some freezing drizzle early tomorrow morning on your drive into work. Of course, we'll have all your forecast details tomorrow because we are expecting 10 to 15 centimeters of snow throughout your Wednesday.
It's here.